Rated M for M-Balm. This is the M-Balm Effect, your one-stop shop for unfiltered discussions.
What is going on? Welcome to the M-Balm Effect. We are here live in studio in the ROC.
Woo! Let's go!
I am your host, M-Balm. I have Austin Dash with me live in studio here with me because that's how he rolls. It's the Dash Man.
How you doing, lovely peoples?
No Andrea, no Jerry. Jerry's working, and poor
Andrea's
Andrea's sick. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard, something's going around, and knock on wood. I haven't gotten sick yet.
Everyone's dropping like flies, Austin.
Dude, I've been pumping my veins with vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin D,
Jesus.
all of that.
Yeah, you got the whole kit and caboodle, man. You're just filling your body full of all kinds of things that starts with C and D.
Dude, it's September, man.
Every
Fall
orifice
is right around the corner, man.
Yeah, I know. I know it's a crazy time, Austin, because it's that time of year. But hey, all of you out there, you're with us as well. Don't forget, you're most important because without you, there is no us. Give us a call, 855-MBOM-19, 855-622-5619. Hit those reacts, please, because that helps us get a little bit of a reach. You know what I'm saying? Helps us do the damn thing. Because it's helpful, right, Austin?
Absolutely, very helpful,
dude. It's very helpful. The most helpful of all time.
All right. So, shall we get crack-a-lackin'?
Let's crack-a-lack in the sack here. We have some comments.
Oh, boy.
From awesome people here. So, they had Anxious Emo says, first! Yes, you are first tonight to comment,
up,
so
bruh?
thank you. No, that's Sarah.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
He says, bruh.
What's up, girl?
Charlie says, that dude! Yo, he is the dude. But yes, we are here. Yeah, it's an M-Balm and Austin night, because we're the OGs of the M-Balm TME.
Woo! Let's go, baby!
That Anxious Emo says, hi, didn't miss it this time. Shout out to Harold. That's me, my real name. I'm M-Balm, so yeah, hello. Thanks. I try to remind people as best I can because I know our social media platforms don't always give the reach that they should to our listeners.
By the way, check out his photography. Dude, some of the stuff that you photo shoot, like, my God, they're so good. I love the editing, by the way.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I appreciate those nice, warm comments, Austin. I really do. But you know what that makes you right now, right?
What?
It makes you...
Talk slut.
That's what it makes you.
A little
she's
bit.
A talk slut.
Even though it's for me, it still makes you a talk slut.
I will say this.
It's one up here.
Hey, man, you'll get some, like, really good pics of me where I'm at.
Yeah?
So,
D-pics? I'm not going anywhere near that, Austin. Andrew says, let's fucking go. Yeah. Andrew's on with us. Yeah, it's, oh God. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Do a
little cheers?
Yeah, let's do it.
Woo!
So
207th episode, baby.
yeah,
Let's go.
7 episodes. Yeah, we're out here doing the damn thing. A lot of people don't even make it past episode 5, but here we have been doing this for 5.5 years, going on 6.
My God.
Our buddy Evan Bogart from the Bogart podcast says, "Oh man, the two amigos."
Fuck yeah, brother. How you doing, bro?
So I don't know. Do I want to give away? We'll talk about it off the air.
We might. Yeah.
I don't know. It's up to Bogart if he wants us to be a little bit of a.
Shall we be a little talk slut?
Yeah, she's
You know what I'm saying?
slut.
Shall we be a talk slut for you, buddy? 'Cause I don't mind.
Charlie says, "Talk slut, talk sloot." Love it. The fucking talk sloots.
Oh man.
Usually I go around the horn and ask how everyone's week is, but there's only the two of us. So Austin, how the hell is your week, man? Come on, no, stop.
It's all right.
Really that bad?
No, not really. Not that bad.
Oh,
It's just it's been very slow like this week, and it's just like I am enjoying my days.
enjoying
and
it.
I'm enjoying my getting used to being my own place and blah blah and all that shit.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
You know, making sure that everything's paid and everything is good to go.
Good to go.
Yeah. But no, I love being my independent and being just doing my thing.
Yeah. And it's important, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are huge key things that, you have to take into account. This is your first time being on your own. Everything's, new and different. And I think that's very important, man, because I think this is what you needed. You needed some of this freedom, I
did need some independence. I needed some, like...
Did you sign the Declaration of Independence away from your parents?
A little bit, yeah.
You did. You signed it away.
Yeah. No, but they'll always be helpful. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying my peace and quiet.
Good, man.
Plus, my mom is doing a lot of. She's currently doing some like canning of tomatoes and stuff like that. We have a lot of tomatoes, so.
Well, that Anxious Emo says, "Congratulations to you and your new place, Austin."
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah, a little.
I'm excited. I've wanted this for a long time. I've been trying to work my ass off on this. I'm just like, finally here. It's finally time. I'm happy.
You're happy.
Yeah.
And that's what we like to hear. We like to hear that you're happy. Charlie says, "Did he sign the papers? Did you sign the papers?"
I did sign the papers.
You signed your
Everything's
life
in my
away.
name, and yep, it's all mine.
It's all yours. How do you feel, man? Like, does it feel good?
It feels good.
It feels good. I told you.
I feel good. Da-na-na-na-na.
Well, that might warrant a copyright strike. So if so,
Fuck.
it's coming out of your non-existent paycheck.
God damn it.
Yeah, so it's all right. I don't know, man. It's been kind of wild here on this end. So
Not only that, it's like I'm like dude, I'm like close to everything now.
yeah. No, I know you got a good spot. You know, you can't complain. You got a lot of different bars in the area, right? You got some good old fashioned BK. You can smash the King whenever you want. You can go over to the Dogtown. You can smash some plate.
I'm literally I'm a walking distance from everything, and
Yeah.
plus I'm like,
Dude, you're doing good. Look, you're doing good for yourself. I know there's a lot of people out there that, you know, they feel bad because they've started so late in the game. Dude, don't feel too bad. I moved out when I was 24. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no,
you're doing all right.
yeah, no, I'm enjoying my, you know, like I said, I don't think time is a race. You know, like
No.
everything happens when it does happen, when the time is right.
Dude, there's a guy. Remember that guy that was 30 years old and he was suing his parents because they were trying to kick him out of the house? They're like, hey, it's time for you to get your own fucking place. And he was like, oh, you know,
Yep.
you brought me into this world. Like, dude, how could you do that to your parents? They fucking supported you all those years. And on top of that, they're still doing it. But they're like, hey, this is enough. You know what I mean? Like, you took it upon yourself to be a man and just say,
I'll
fuck
say
it.
this: if you need help, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. I mean, like, a lot of us ask for help. I mean, for me, it took me a long ass time to get this job. It
Yeah.
took me a lot, like, literally, like, I think it was like what 2.5 years before this job was offered to me, and I
Yeah.
was just like, all right, yeah, no, I'll fucking take this job. I
Yeah.
don't care. Like, if it's an office job, I don't have to deal with customers. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I don't care. And I've been working there for 4.5, like,
Has it been this long?
yeah,
No shit.
4 years, man.
God, man.
Yeah, it just passed my 4-year mark.
Dude, good job, man.
August, man.
Fucking
So
awesome. No, that's good because Charlie says, "Congrats, Dash. Smash that king. Smash that king. Smash it hard."
no, I fucking dude, I'm loving. I mean, dating's gonna suck, but like, you know what? I gotta say, I'm loving life right now with like my job, with
Yeah.
where I'm at. Like, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that. And you know what? Yeah, I've been like, sometimes I've been distracted. Sometimes I've been like, I need to work on some things, but like, I'm trying my best, and that's all that matters.
You're doing the best you can every single day, like Dan Silly.
I've been trying to like change my habits and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
been
Like
doing my own
on,
thing.
like on your
Like Dan Silly.
well, no. Well, he doesn't break his habits. No, he
Right.
doesn't break his habits. You know who does break habits though?
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park, breaking habits.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I got the shirt, man.
I would totally play the new single if I could, but you know already that we'd be flagged.
Copyright,
Oh God,
and
yeah.
all
They
that shit.
not that we're monetized or anything,
Okay.
but
I already got my opinion about it, so
yeah.
I mean, like,
Let's go on and
I already heard.
let's
I already heard her, and I
Yeah.
already like.
decided what you feel.
Oh
about
yeah,
this.
already like hardcore. Like I already know my feelings about this chick.
Well, if you don't know already, and you've
So,
been living under a rock,
It's
Emily Armstrong
I'm-
from a band named Dead Sarah has been revealed as the brand spanking new lead singer of Linkin Park. Now, I know there's a
Yeah.
lot of controversy around this lady in general, but
Yeah, because I heard about the whole Scientology, and she's
Yeah.
defending Danny Masterson. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, but aside from all of that, though,
that's gonna,
aside from all of that, though, people were complaining that this is a female lead singer. People were complaining that this doesn't fucking fit, blah blah
Yeah,
blah, and everyone's like, she can't replace Chester Bennington. It's like, okay, but here's the thing, though, right?
Yeah.
Even if you got a man to sing for you, you're never gonna get anywhere near Chester Bennington's voice. You're never gonna get that.
like I said, exactly how I feel. Like I'm indifferent with how, because I'm a huge Linkin Park fan. Like I've been a fan since I was a kid. Like literally, like I was like what 6 years old. Since I've been listening to fucking Linkin Park. Like, yeah, no, I've been listening to them for a long ass time. And I'll say this: there have been times where it's just like, yeah, no one can ever fucking replace Chester Bennington. Let's number one, big fucking fact, no one can ever replace Chester, okay? And that is big, that is like really big shoes to fill in, especially for anyone. Female, male, it doesn't fucking matter. Filling that fucking shoes of Linkin Park, like that's huge. I mean, like, because You know, and I've heard her live. And I've heard her music. I mean, like a lot of it's editing and like the music videos and like the music that she's like posted, but live performance might cost her. I mean, she's not
think so?
she's not that good performance
Really?
wise.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, especially when she was trying to perform like the older songs, like, you know, Chester's songs, and I'm just like, that's the one song you don't. Those are the songs you don't like want to touch. Is Chester's songs, because it's just like that's Chester's. Like, don't get me wrong, her songs I've heard are really good. Like she's got potential, but it's big shoes to fill in, especially like with the whole, you know, especially with the whole controversy, especially with the whole like with you know, her in general, and also with all the whole like music wise, like I saw a couple of like live performance on YouTube, and I'm just like, she doesn't sound too bad. Like, she's actually not bad, especially performing her own songs. But when she tried to perform like Crawling and like some others like older songs, I'm like, it doesn't hit right. And I'm just like, that's Chester's song, and it's like, she's not hitting the right notes, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're very, very flat, and I'm just like, yeah, like that. There's like not enough oomph.
Do you think this is because you're so used to listening
And that's
to?
what a lot of people
Do you think
say,
there's some
like,
bias behind this?
Yeah,
When somebody makes a
I feel like
decision,
there's a little bit of bias of like, you know, no one can ever, like I said,
No, you can't.
no one can ever replace Chester, and that's,
yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people will say. Like, and I agree. Like, no one can ever replace Chester Bennington. Like, he was a great fucking musician, female or male. Like, I don't think he's actually, you know, no one can ever fill the shoes
never
that
gonna
he's
fill 'em.
done.
No.
Especially like his older music. Like, it's gonna be hard to listen to the same music without her. But
Yeah.
I look at it this way. Like, think of like Doctor Who. Okay, like think of, if you're a Doctor Who fan, and you remember watching the series or whatever, you know, with every new Doctor, everyone goes through that phase of like grief of like, you know, they can never replace the old Doctor and blah blah, and then they start watching the series, and it's like, oh, this Doctor is really cool. Oh, he's actually really funny. Oh, you know what? I really like this dude.
Yeah.
Let's keep him. And then he like goes away, and it's like, no, you know, it's a cycle. But it's the same thing with like any like front man or like, you know, like, it doesn't matter what kind of like band you're in. I think it's just like we all go through that phase of. I feel like she has potential.
Oh yeah.
But again, it's a lot of shoes to fill. It's a big shoes to fill in, especially after fucking Chester.
Yeah.
You can't fucking replace him. I'm sorry, like that. Again, a lot of biased opinion on that end, but.
Well, I think, and right now we're talking about the musical side and the fact that, you know, this is a female vocalist in Linkin Park. We didn't even cover the controversial things yet. We're not getting there yet. We are
haven't
going
even
to
touch that.
We will be touching upon that because that's an important part of the
'Cause
piece of the puzzle too.
I heard a couple things about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, as far as new vocalists and a female vocalist and sound and people complaining because it's not Chester, it's not anywhere
Yeah.
near Chester.
It's a little
and I don't care who it
biased.
was. I don't care if you even
She
put Mark.
sounded good to
I don't
me.
even care if you put Marky Chavez, the former lead singer of Edema, in there.
Oh my god.
I don't even care if you do that. Even if a guy was singing in that band, you will never get the same sound that Chester brought to the table.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
Yeah, he puts a lot of fucking heart into his music.
Not to say that anybody else doesn't, but it's
Right,
the sound, right? We're used to the Linkin Park sound hand in hand with Bennington. Yeah. And, you know, it's just, and even Bogart says it's going to be weird hearing original Linkin Park songs coming from a female. Well, yeah, it's going to be. You know,
I feel
it's
like
not-
it, yeah, but I think.
Dylan, what's up, man? How you doing, Dylan? Dylan Brown.
Oh.
Yeah, he says, sup, dudes?
Sup, bruh?
You know,
Sup, bruh?
But it's just like, dude, you know, when it comes to the musical side, now, barring all of this other controversial horse shit that's going on.
She's got potential. I'm not going to say that.
I look at it this way, dude. Like, give it a chance, right?
Exactly.
You are automatically right now making a very, I don't know, I would say irrational decision because you're so used to the sound of yesteryear.
Yeah.
This isn't going to be the Linkin Park of yesteryear.
Yeah,
This is going to be a whole brand new thing.
New Linkin Park, and with a female vocalist. And I
Yeah.
think, like, again, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say like she's gonna fumble, but like, again, big shoes to fill in. But I think she has potential. I think she's really good. I'm not gonna dog her and say like, oh, she can't sing. No, she's fucking good. I think she's really good. There's some of the songs that
Did you listen to Dead Sarah at all?
Yeah, I did.
I went and checked it out because I've never heard of them.
It's not bad. Like,
No, not at all.
but yeah, no, she's real musical wise, like she's definitely got potential, and I think like the more she works on it, like I think she's, like I said, not gonna replace Chester,
No,
but
never.
like
Never
it's not
gonna
gonna be
happen.
the same sound.
Nobody
but
is.
like some of her originals, you know, like the original music that they make right now with her being the new vocalist, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Dylan says she definitely wails. Linkin Park will just be a different thing altogether. Just like
I think that
there's
too.
an Ozzy Sabbath and then a Dio Sabbath. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Like,
Yeah, there's no way you're gonna replicate
Yeah,
the
you-
same sound in the same band with somebody different.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I bring up Edema because they're a band that's gone through so many different lead vocalists over the last how many ever years they've been around, and I still love Edema, even though that they've made some changes and all that. Marky Chavez, of course, being the original singer, and then you had Luke that came in, and he kind of just, I don't know, he wasn't my favorite lead singer. And Bobby Reeves came in after that on the Kill the Headlights album of Edema. Thought that was phenomenal. I thought he should have been the guy they stayed with from then on in, because I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that whole level of just sound that he brought to Edema. You know, he came from Levels and all that. And then on top of that, you know, just his whole demeanor and everything just seemed to be okay with that band, and everything was good, unlike Luke, who just happened to leave in the middle of a tour. But then Marky Chavez came back in. He came back into the fold.
right.
And, you know, they thought, hey, this is going to happen again. They started, you know, talking about making another album with him and all that. And, of course, he left again. And so then they went, you know, and just did their own thing. A lot of things changed over the years. But the whole point is that I'm trying to make is that even though they went through all these different lead singers,
Give him a chance, yeah.
exactly, give them a chance. And they might grow on you. She might grow on these longtime fans. They might grow. You know what I mean? Like they might.
Again, it's like with Doctor Who,
Yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
It's like with every new doctor, it's like, you know, you're gonna hate him at first, but then you're gonna like him after a while. It's like, oh, they're actually not bad. It's like, you know what, give them a chance.
Dylan says, I think she sounds good, and the consensus of the band was never to replace Chester, more or less to
Absolutely.
continue making music through a creative outlet. And exactly, now think about it. It's been, what, 7 long years since his passing.
Okay, can I tell you something? I actually went to his one of the concerts, and I didn't get to see the band, or didn't get to see the performance because I had to catch a flight at midnight.
Oh.
Yeah, this was like when I was 21. This was back when I went and saw that Tool concert back in
Yeah.
Arizona.
Yeah.
The next day it was supposed to be Hailstorm, but it ended up being but they had to cancel, so it ended up being Ghost, fucking Pussifer, Deftones, Rob Zombie, and Linkin Park with Chester Bennington. So like, and this was back in 2015, man.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like, dude, I could have saw them, man. I could have seen him, and I'm just like, oh,
Yeah, I wish I would have.
fucking hurt.
I know. I wish I would have seen. I wish I would have seen them live with Chester Bennington.
Dude, I would do anything to get like I
Would
would
you?
like miss the flight, and I would get another flight.
If you could go back in time, what would you do? What would be the most extreme thing you would do?
I
to
told
see
I
this?
told my buddies, say, hey, let's get another plane ticket, and like just be like, fuck it, because it's just like,
If somebody came up to you today, right now, in a time machine, and said you need to cut off your left nut, and you can get on top of this, you can get inside this time machine, Austin. You cut off your left nut, and you can go back and watch Chester Bennington.
Why the left nut?
It doesn't matter. Right
What?
nut, left nut. You have to give him one of your nuts, or you just sit here and you sulk and you regret everything you've done in that time. What would you choose? Would you give him your nut, or would you just say, yeah, you know, I'll just stay the way I am? I mean, it's Chester Bennington, dude. It's fucking Linkin Park in their prime.
I might have to give up.
You'd have to give up the nut.
Dude, you know what? Hey, look,
I got
look
a
at
knife
Louis,
right here, dude.
Hey, look at
Hey,
Neil.
I may or may not
what
have
was it, Louis Armstrong?
Yeah, I may or may not have
have
look,
a time machine.
I might have a time machine in here, so we can make this happen live on the show if you want.
No.
And Dylan says that's a toughie. Dylan, what would you do? You know, what would Dylan do? I'm gonna give up a butt though. To be honest, he said he's gonna give up his butt.
You know what?
Butt cheek or butt like just whole
left
ass?
or right cheek?
I mean, I'm just wondering. I mean, it's okay if you give up your butt. I mean, that's all right. Some people don't need butts, right?
Right.
Some people have enough ass to go around. You know what I'm saying? Some cake. And it's all right, Austin. We don't have to shame anybody's cake. You know? Oh, he said nut. He meant nut. Well, Dylan, if you want to give up a nut, I mean, to go see Chester Bennington live in flesh and living color in Linkin Park, I mean, that's not a bad choice. I mean, you can live. You can live without a nut.
You want to know how fucking close I was to the fucking stage?
Oh, to cutting your nut?
No.
Right off?
No, like, you want to know how close I was to the fucking
close?
stage? I was literally, like, at the fucking bar, dude. I was literally at the fucking bar. I could have seen fucking Chester, dude.
Bogarts.
He would have been, like, literally all the way to that fucking wall.
You literally
over
could
there.
have, yeah, you could have gave him a high five and said, "Hey, man, how the hell's it going? Don't kill yourself in a few years." Evan says,
man.
"Evan says, yeah, I would just get on the plane." Oh,
I say
he's
love yourself, man. Love yourself. We love you, man. Please do not fucking do anything like that.
dude. I remember finding out about Chester Bennington
I
passing away.
cried when he fucking. It broke my heart, and I literally was like, I was so. I wanted to call my friend up and be like, "You fucking asshole! We could have seen Linkin Park live and with Chester fucking Bennington too. And guess what? He fucking killed himself. Fuck you."
I remember I was on a truck because I was working my last job, and I was just sitting in a gas station.
It was
just,
like not far enough from freaking what's his face from
Chris Cornell.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm sitting in the truck scrolling through before I head off to my next stop, and I see this post on Facebook, and my first initial thought was, this is bogus shit. We see it all the time, Austin. We see celebrities dead at 69 or whatever. They're doing it right now with Bruce Willis. I see it on the internet, and I'm like, no, he's not dead yet. So, you know, I'm like, okay, let me look at this up, you know. So I go on Google, I Google it, and it's everywhere. It's plastered everywhere. Chester Bennington died of suicide or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
When I found out, I was in very much disbelief, but then like no, they really confirmed like that he's like no longer. I was like
fucking sad.
I wanted to fucking cry.
Yeah.
Dude has went through some shit. Like, do you understand? Like, some of the songs that he literally like made like back in fucking Hybrid Theory and Meteora.
Yeah.
Literally, like, do you understand the shit that he went through? Like, he went through some shit, and I'm just like, and he's the kind of person like all the security guards were like, don't touch the artist, do not touch. You know what fucking Chester does? He hugs the shit out of his fucking fans.
Yeah.
That is a fucking, that is a goddamn frontman, and I fucking love it. Like, that's an artist that loves his music and loves the fans that like. He changed a lot of lives, and I'm just like, oh.
You know what, Austin? In the end, it doesn't even matter because we're all gonna die at some point. But at the end of the day,
like
you know,
I thought you were gonna do like, are you doing a fucking Linkin Park pun, you fucker?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. I threw that one in there. You know, but go back to the lead singer here, the new lead singer, Emily Armstrong. So we talked about the sound and how we feel, and my belief is, people are just like, hey, we're not used to this and we don't like it. Now, I've talked about this in the past, Austin, because I've said this in the past, I know of people, mainly guys, who piss and shit all over bands that have female vocalists.
Right.
Because I think it's because if they feel like they like that band or that song or whatever the case may be, I think it emasculates them because they're so stupid, you know what I mean?
I love fucking Evanescence, and it's like, that's a female fucking vocalist, and she fucking
in this moment
rocks.
Man. In this moment,
Maria fucking Flyleaf.
Yeah, dude, those are some bands.
Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Are you
But I think it's just that there's some guys out there that just they don't feel like they're man enough when they listen to this music. And I know that because
that's a toxic masculine.
well, it's just a stupid way
that's
of
a
thinking.
weak ego, honestly.
Yeah,
like,
it's just a stupid thing to think about. But I know there's people out there.
Honestly, I don't give a shit. Like, dude,
I
you
know.
know. Okay, hey, do you remember Scooby Doo, like the witch hunt or
Oh,
whatever?
yeah.
Do you remember fucking Hex Girls?
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Remember Hexadecimal from Reboot?
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, there's some people out there with bogus ass fucking reasons why they don't like bands with female vocalists. But this one here, I think specifically, is because we've all become accustomed to Chester's sound, and I don't care if it's a guy or a woman who replaces.
No one can
I
ever
shouldn't even say
replace
that.
Chester, like I said.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It's just like even if it was a different male singer, it would not replace. Everyone would have some shit to say about that guy and be like, "Oh, why they?
You could
shut the fuck up."
you could raise George Michael from the dead,
exactly,
and you could have him as the new lead vocalist. Wake me up before you go. You know what I'm saying? Linkin Park shit. You know what I'm saying? But then people,
my God,
no,
that would-
it wouldn't make sense.
that would rock.
But then again, Chester Bennington was part of Stone Temple Pilots. And then when
That's right. That's
Stone Lincoln
right.
Parklets. You know what I'm saying? And when he did that, people were bitching about that and la and yada yada. But anyways, it doesn't matter, man. People just become accustomed to a lead singer and they won't budge on their opinion out of it. Now, aside from all the stuff we just talked about, let's dive deep into some controversy that she has brought to the table while she has become the new lead singer
I heard
of
she's
Linkin
a
Park.
Yeah, because I heard she's a Scientologist.
Yes.
And she's also a I'm gonna bleep myself, but a rapist apologist for Danny Masterson, which I heard, and I'm just like,
So
I'm trying to separate the artist from the art. It's like there's always going to be controversy. There's always going to be something with someone, and it's just like, you're a shitty person. You're a shitty person. It's like that's on you. I mean, like.
So initially I was like, I didn't understand what people were talking about, and
sometimes there's fraud. Sometimes there's like some turn out to be fake. Some turn out to be true, and I'm just like.
So my whole question is this, because from what I'm understanding is Danny Masterson is also a Scientologist, which I had no idea about that beforehand. Mm-hmm. But like, I hear about this whole thing where she was in the courtroom and all that, and then she made this whole post recently about how she didn't know the details about what happened and all that, and how horrible of a person he was, and that she regrets doing that.
Maybe that's and that happens. It happens. Hey, sometimes you don't know the person until you get to know them, and until the court of law, and then you just like when they cannot lie and to have to tell the whole truth, and you're just like, well, damn, I didn't. I get it. Like, shit. Well, that's on me. But if you can own up your own mistakes, that's on you. I mean, like, I think that's more commendable if you don't fucking own up your own mistakes. If you don't own up your own mistakes and you're like, I mean, it may hurt your reputation, but if you don't own up your mistakes and move on from your mistakes, I mean, like, that's
so. Andrea says supposedly she was born into it and hasn't practiced it since 2020 or 2013. And then Andrea's also saying that she said she supported Danny until she attended court and realized he was guilty. Now but here's the thing, like, I don't know where this came about, and I don't know if this is fake news or what, but somebody was saying that she was out there harassing people and harassing his wife and blah, blah, blah. I don't know if this is true. Obviously, I wasn't there, Austin. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't fucking know. And you know what? That
but hey, you know what?
Could also be gobbledygook.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But hey, if she went there, didn't realize that this shit that came out about him was true, and then she made a judgment call and decided against supporting him, that's a whole valid thing.
Yeah, like, you don't know the whole person until you get to know them. Like, it's just, like, everyone hides their true colors at some point, and sometimes it'll come out in the most ugliest way.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what happened. Maybe, like, she apologized, and she's like, you know what, I'm sorry, I fucked up. You know what? And you know what? I commend that. Like, hey, you own up your fucking mistakes. I commend you for that.
Yeah.
Like, as long as you don't do the same mistake over again, like.
Dylan, don't worry. I saw your comment, and we are going to get to that because I do want to talk about that.
Oh,
but
boy.
We'll get that in just a moment because I want to talk about that. But Evan says, Does Scientology sound like a meth head made it up on a bender? I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, I saw Dylan's
don't know.
comment, and I agree.
We'll talk about that soon here. But anyways, we're going back to the Scientology part. I don't know anything about Scientology, Austin. I do know, though, that if you decide to leave and use your voice against them, they will fuck your shit up. They will be on top of you like shit on flies. They will make sure that your life is a living hell for the rest of your life.
Oh, isn't John Travolta fucking Scientologist?
I think he was. And I remember...
And I think, Tom Cruise? Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't confirm or
There's
deny
some,
Tom
like,
Cruise.
celebrities I heard they were Scientologists, and I'm just like...
Yo, look, Andrea just said it. They are the basic cult, but with some famous and rich people involved, like Tom Cruise and John Travolta. She just confirmed that.
See?
But
yeah, let's
I
go.
remember. Don't you remember when not Tom Cruise, John Travolta's son was sick many years ago? I think it was like close to 20 years ago.
Yes, I do remember this. Yes,
and they don't believe in any type of medical. I don't think they believe any type of medicine. They don't believe in it. So then they're like trying to pray this whole thing away, and then his son dies. I think if I remember correctly, he left Scientology. I could be wrong on that, and somebody please tell me if I'm wrong on that, but I think he left after that whole thing happened.
Maybe he did.
Because, like, think about it. When's the last time besides Roadhogs or whatever the fuck it was called?
I heard well, didn't he turn out to be gay too? Like
I don't remember hearing that.
I heard he,
what?
Yeah.
Dude, there's a lot of things out there.
I heard he's gay, and I'm just like,
sure. I mean, everyone's gay in someone's book, right?
No, like he lied about his whole like marriage and shit. Like I'm not even kidding, dude. I'm pretty sure that happened. I could be wrong, but
I don't know, man.
Someone can correct me in the comments.
Andrea says, look up Leah Ramis documentaries on it. She got out of it. It was hard. Oh, yeah. I don't think for a second that it is the most easiest to get out of Scientology from what I understand.
Oh, God,
It's not like when you, like...
Oh, God, no.
It's like when you leave Catholicism or Christianity or whatever, or something like... I'm just throwing them out there. I'm not trying to dog on anyone. We do that enough
Get
on the show.
excommunicated
But I'm
shit.
just saying, like, you decide one day, I don't believe in this. Whatever, so be it. Nobody comes fucking after you, Austin. Scientology, though, if you stop believing in Scientology and you make that known publicly, they're going to rip your fucking shit apart. They're literally going to spread your ass cheeks apart and put a fucking drill in your asshole. That's how they roll.
I wonder if that's what happened to my grandparents when they took my my dad and my uncle out of freaking Catholic schools.
Oh.
Because they were in like the Sunday schools and shit, and they were like, and when they found out that they were very, very abusive and shit, and my grandpa found God, and he
Did he?
actually
What did he look like?
I don't know.
Oh.
But that's what my dad put in
Her
his
God was a
words,
woman.
But like he's got a huge ass fucking book of the Bible, like book of Genesis to book of Revelations, and this thing is I call it a fucking thumper. There's a reason why it's a thumper, because you could put that thing on a table and.
Do you think there's people out there that are so entwined with their Bible thumping?
Oh yeah.
That they drill holes inside the book and they insert peen here. You think that?
Priests do, probably.
Absolutely not, Austin. That's against the rules. God will fucking strike you down for doing something like that. Sure, you might be making love to the Bible, but God doesn't like that.
Yeah, but I find it funny because it's just like with Catholicism and all that shit, like running away, because it's like my grandpa was Catholic, but then he ended up being fucking born again Christian, and that's because he just like got his kids out of the fucking the whole like Catholic schools and shit like that, but like put him in and my grandpa did like Bible studies and shit like that, and I actually got a lot of his notes and shit like that. So
you know what's funny to me though is like Catholicism.
I learned a lot from that shit.
You have Catholicism, right? You have born again Christians, you have Protestants, you have Episcopalians.
Yep. Protestant over here too.
But here's the thing, like, it's supposed to be everyone collectively praying to the same God.
Yep.
Or believing this one thing.
But
why are there so much denominations? Is it because it's, I don't know, maybe a load of horse shit? I don't know.
Think of the fucking like Christian system, the whole fucking Catholic system and all that, like the church system. I believe it's the church, okay? Like it's something wrong with that.
When you
especially when you got man
Yeah.
man running the fucking church. Yeah.
When you got these televangelists on there, you know what I'm saying?
There you go. Thank you.
You got these fucking televangelists on there, Joel Osteen and all them fuckers.
Yep.
You know damn well they're a bunch of money-driven asswipes, right?
Yep.
And they don't give a goddamn rat's ass. Excuse my French on that one because I didn't even think about it. But think about it though. Like these people don't care. They don't care about that. They just care about your money.
Dude, have you Okay, let me tell you something. You need to watch Hellsing because they trash on the fucking Catholic Church, and it is so good.
Look,
especially the abridged series, they fucking rip.
Look, man, I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's
Like,
so funny.
I was baptized Catholic, you know, and there's a lot of things that
I was baptized too.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Like, you know, as a kid, you're just absorbing everything you're going through, you're experiencing, right?
Yep.
I went as a grown man back in 2018, right? I went back, I tried, and you know, don't get me wrong. Like some of the things and all that stuff that I get it, right? You know, love your neighbor and all that stuff, right? But then,
Ten
like,
Commandments.
it clicked in my head. It clicked in my head as I watched everyone get up and walk to get their
Crackers and wine.
yeah, if you want, if you will,
they're
right?
Yeah.
The communion.
Yeah, communion. Yeah.
And it clicked with me. It's like, I don't know, man. Everybody acted so robotic. And I think I was the only one thinking this. I go, this is almost like the stuff I researched about cults.
You know what's really funny?
And I'm not saying that every religion I'm not saying there's anything bad or whatever. There's obviously pros and cons of these things. Believe whatever you want to believe in. I don't really care what anyone believes in, right? All I'm saying is, like, I go back to, you know, remember the whole Kool-Aid incident, right?
Oh,
all these
yeah.
people died, right? Because they believed in this asswipe. I forget what his name is. Jim
cult and all
Jim
that.
something or another or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know who it is, and I listened to the 40-something minute fucking long audio recording of these people literally dying on this fucking audio that I'm listening to as I'm doing some work for the show. And dude, it was terrible. Now think about it. Adults, kids, all the above died on this fucking in this place because of one man and his conviction to pull them in and say, this is the only way to save yourself.
It's like,
And people bought into it, drank this fucking poison, and died.
it's like that. It's like the band.
Jim Jones.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Andrea.
Well, it's like the band Blue Oyster Cult. It's also a cult.
Don't fear the Reaper, Austin.
They
They didn't fear the Reaper. They literally drank themselves to death, and not even an alcoholic beverage either.
It's a suicide. Yeah.
Bogart says Scientology people try to kill people that leave the religion. It's crazy. And if that is the case, that is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can leave anything else for the most part. I don't know. But you can decide one day, I don't really think about this stuff anymore. I don't really believe in this stuff anymore. I can go join Hinduism today, and nothing will happen to
Dude,
me.
I will say this: someone who has never been to like a church, like Sunday school and all that shit. Like the only time I went to a church is like literally when someone died. Is the only time I actually went to a church and actually did the whole fucking communion and shit. You know, I never went to church and shit, whatever. But like, they were, you know, I was raised like a born again Christian and Protestant. Like, I mean, like my parents never took me to church, but you know, my grandpa did fucking Bible studies, and now I've inherited his book.
Yeah, and then look, you know, at the end of the day, man, when people go through this stuff as a kid, it's a whole different ballgame. You know, you're more susceptible to believing these things if you're raised into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as an adult, I think you have like common sense, rational thinking. Well, some of you people out there don't fucking have that, but it's just we see the world that we live in.
Also,
You know,
why is this fat fucking like on the fucking screen?
wow,
'Cause
body
I see
shaming,
him.
Austin. Jesus Christ. No, so
God damn.
Dylan has said,
Yes,
I
let's
don't know how
talk
much
about
you guys
this.
look into YouTubers and stuff, but did you see the stuff with Nikocado Avocado?
Oh yeah. Dude, that's old news, man. I've seen that shit.
This guy, I'm gonna show you a picture of him right now. This guy here is
this mukbang fuck.
This guy is he's not a
Dude,
good person. Let me tell you
Dude,
that.
dude, I wish I could get rich off of just like
No, you
eating
don't. No,
food.
you don't. No, you don't, Austin. You say that now, but that is complete
Yeah, nah.
fucking that is a complete lie.
No,
This guy
I did hear some things about him, and I'm just
No,
like,
this guy literally fucking is eating himself to death to get money. and he is not a good person.
Yeah.
There's a video out there of him sitting in his fucking fancy ass apartment or whatever. He's like,
Dude's a fucking creep.
he basically said something along the lines of he thinks it's funny that poor people struggle as he's sitting in this fucking fancy ass apartment. You know who's really struggling, Austin? This fat fuck. Because he's not a good person.
Dude,
He thinks it's funny to diss everyone else because they're poor, right?
Yeah, but how much you want to bet? Like, dude, he is literally a fucking chicken nugget away from a fucking heart attack.
You know, I don't really feel
Okay.
but here's the thing: there's people out there that are like, oh, you know, he should go get some help. I don't feel bad for this guy,
Bro,
He knows
I don't.
exactly what he's doing.
I don't.
He knows what he's doing. He knows it's wrong.
Exactly.
All he cares about is fucking money and fame, and he will literally kill himself to get it, and he is. He's doing that.
As any YouTuber would. There's
Well,
a lot of...
no, there's
Well,
not.
I
No,
shouldn't
well,
say
listen,
that.
dude. Listen.
I shouldn't say
There's
that,
people
sorry.
out there literally creating decent content. Not everyone gets notoriety.
I
But
know
people
there's a-
like watching people eating themselves to death for whatever reason.
Dude, okay, this year has been fucking crazy because there has been like literally like child offenders and shit like being exposed every fucking month. First it was Drake, then it was Diddy, now it's like
Did he
a bunch
do
of
it?
other fucking YouTubers and shit. Oh yeah, he did.
Look at this guy though. Look, I want you to see this. On the right is before, and on the left is after.
Ew.
He used to be skinny. I think he weighed about 160 pounds.
Damn.
This man
did he
literally
lose weight?
No, he gained it. Austin on the. I wish they would have flip flopped
Wait.
this.
Oh, I was gonna
He
say
literally no. He on the left is what he looks like today.
oh yeah. Okay,
On the
yeah, I
right,
was gonna say.
On the right is what he looked like in the beginning. And so I look, dude. Look, if this guy wasn't such a piece of shit, I would say, yeah, the dude needs to get help. Regardless, he should get help. But I don't feel bad for this fucking guy. I've seen some of the shit that he says, and he is not a good person.
Yeah, no, I mean
He is deranged. He has a very fucking warped sense of reality.
hey, dude, it's like the shirt that you made for Dark Arts. You know, it's reap what you sow, man.
Well, he is going to reap what he sows. By his health deteriorating because he thinks it's okay to completely just self-demolish himself
be
for
an
fucking
asshole.
money, for millions of dollars.
That's what sells, though. To be an asshole,
But why?
Sells.
But why?
Because it gets
But why are
attention.
we like this as a society?
I don't fucking know.
We literally will make sure that people who are killing themselves
you-
get money.
Do you know how many fucking women that are into assholes like that? Like, it's just like
I don't know, dude.
You'd
I
be
want to
fucking
know.
surprised.
I want to know. Like, what makes somebody go, you know what? This is fine. This is okay. He's getting famous and rich because
he's got money. That's why.
Well, no, he didn't have that much money going into this, Austin. He got rich because he did this to himself. People, literally, millions of people watch this guy eat like a fucking pig to a very
Mukbang.
unhealthy, like, weight.
amount.
Oh, God,
healthy,
yeah.
unhealthy amount of food.
And it's so fucking
Dude,
crazy,
it's a sensation on the fucking internet. It's like
just
when you see
terrible.
people like eating like mad food. I mean, like all kinds of food. Like even, dude, I will say this: the most interesting one is like probably the Asian food because I was like, I've seen girls eat like fucking squids and shit like that. It's like, is that even actually good? Like, I'm actually like, I want food reviews. Honestly, like, I want to see if they are actually good.
So and I saw like this document. Well, I wouldn't say it was a mini video, kind of documenting him, and he was treating his boyfriend like shit.
Oh yeah,
Like-
I'm not surprised.
I mean, you treat your significant other like shit after you become a millionaire and are pretty much killing yourself.
Aren't
Dude, that's
those
not
like
cool.
spicy ramen too?
Yeah, I don't know. The guy he's not a
Dude.
nice person.
Dude.
But
Although
Austin,
I
like,
would love to do like
if somebody
food-
offered you this a lot of money to be this guy, to be like this guy, would you do it?
Nah.
No?
I mean, I love food. Don't get me wrong.
I love food too, but Christ.
I love food. Dude, I'd be 300 pounds if I could. But
That's
I'm-
85 more pounds than I weigh.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I'm not, and I'm just like, yeah, even though I'm like 135, and it's just like, but my body cannot handle it.
Yeah,
Like,
but there's a difference though. Like, you know what I mean? Like some
I
people
love food. Like I said, I love food, but
Yeah, I get
that's
it.
an unhealthy amount.
My mom's on here. She says she flew today, so we'll give it to her.
They flew today.
Hi, Mama
the
Brush.
flying
We love
champion.
you.
Andrew says, crazy amounts of food. Dylan says, it's insane how much weight he's lost. Considering, yeah, because I think at one point he weighed like, it was over 300 pounds.
350 probably,
something like
or
that.
360.
And then like some of the later videos, you'll notice he starts losing the weight. But the thing that I'm wondering is he doing this? Is he doing this because he's trying, or is it because his body's finally not handling the weight and he's getting sick?
Probably.
Because I don't think he's stopping the gorge.
Dude, have you seen the fucking video of him eating fucking vegan chicken nuggets from KFC? Dude, it's fucking hilarious, dude.
Dude, to me this is sad. But it's also like, dude, you know what? Like you said, you reap what you sow. This guy, if he was not an asshole, right? Granted, he's an asshole, right? But if he wasn't such an ass clown to people in general.
Yeah, and I mean, like, if he was a decent dude and he did what he did, I'd be like, you know what, more power to you. But like, dude,
no, not even that. No, I would say, dude, forget the fucking money. You're not gonna live long enough to fucking utilize that money in the way that somebody should.
Yeah, right.
And even if he did, it wouldn't be, dude. He's just, let's be honest. He's not a good human being. He's not going to utilize it in any good way, shape,
Dude,
or form.
I would have been bulimic like at that weight if I had to do that, because like that shit's like, that's a lot of food, and that's just like, that would last me, like the food that he eats could last me months.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. Dude, there's starving kids in Africa that would kill to have that fucking food.
Fuck yeah!
You know what I'm saying?
Me?
You could literally.
Are you kidding
cure,
me? Yeah, there'd be kids in Africa that would be fucking dying to have food like that. You kidding me?
But he would be the kind of guy, Austin, to
To
literally
order all
gorge
of that
himself
shit.
in front of these kids, in front of these people that are starving on the streets. He would be the kind of person that would do that on purpose and get his jollies off to it.
Dude, if I had the money like for all the food that I could have and make that amount, I had that amount and then some.
Yeah.
I would have the money left over and just be like, yo, I'd take some of these to like starving kids and shit. Like, fuck it.
Dylan says in less than a year though, like losing the weight. He goes, I have no idea how he lost it, to be honest. Andrew's come up with a couple. Well, no, you think that guy exercises? I highly doubt that, Austin. Andrew says, is it Ozempic or has he developed diabetes?
Probably diabetes.
So, well, here's the thing. Let's go on diabetes real quick. They do
Type
say
2, by the way. Type 2.
They do say that if you get type 2 diabetes, you start losing weight. It's a sign. It's a side effect. So to speak.
I will say this, like, there's no way it would ever be type 1, because type 1 is type.
No,
if you ever get type 1, that's genetic.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different ball game.
My stepdad is type 1 diabetic, and dude, when he has his lows and highs, it's scary. Like, especially his lows, he acts very, very drunk.
Really?
And, like, I've never seen, like, my mom. It's like I've seen him drunk. Drunk. And I'm just like, is he okay? It's like, and then I just realized I was like, oh, his sugar is low. He needs sugar in his system, because like because when you get that low, I mean, especially to the point where he becomes like unresponsive, no, you need to go to the hospital. Like if he becomes like very unresponsive and all that stuff, like, nah, you need to, yeah. It's not fun. It's actually you think it's funny, but it's actually kind of scary, because it's just like, no, you're not acting like yourself, dude. Like, you need some food, you need sugar, you need something in your system to keep you up.
Yeah. So I mean,
that's why you got to be careful with the insulin intake too.
Yeah, I can understand that. Justin says, "Yo, what's up, man? How you doing?"
What's up, bruh?
I gotta say this though, Ozempic. Let's talk about that for a moment, because people will fucking literally. So Ozempic, right, Austin? Do you know anything about it?
Yeah.
What do you know about it?
Yeah, I've heard it's like it's medicine for like type 2 diabetes and GERD and shit like that.
Absolutely.
I've heard so many things about Ozempic. I take omeprazole, like it's just like I take like the regular over counter medicine, and it's just like it helps with my GERD, because it's like I deal with that shit too.
Helps with your girth too, right? No, but on a serious note, like, yes, you're right. This medicine's supposed to be for people who are suffering with diabetes, but then you have all these motherfuckers out there that are using this to lose weight. they're like, oh, this is great. You know, it's kind of weird because like we came from a point like 5 years ago. We came to a point where all these people are like, oh, body positivity, right? You know, you could be a 550-pound fat ass and very unhealthy, and people are like, oh, don't judge me. It's like, I listen, if I were you, I'd be worried to die because that's a bad, unhealthy habit, right? Listen, but here's the thing though, right? Now everyone's got Ozempic originally for diabetes, right? And so people are like, oh, this is a quick one-way ticket to fucking Skinnyville. Now they're taking this constantly to lose weight. You don't hear about body positivity that much like that anymore. You don't see 1,000-pound sisters being as relevant in this day and age now because everyone's like, oh, this is a one-way ticket to skinnyism.
Just because you take a pill doesn't mean it's gonna.
It's not a pill. It's a fucking shot. And you know what?
It's a shot.
It's a shot. And here's the thing. All right, I'm not gonna dive too in depth with this, but I know people who are suffering with health issues due to the intake, a long-term intake, or not even that long-term, years, let's just put a few years, however long it's been around, of Ozempic.
Okay.
Ozempic, you know, people are like, oh, it's great, it's that, but it can cause some issues, including stomach paralysis.
It says it right on the fucking commercial. It tells you all the side effects. Don't take it if you're doing this, that, and the other thing. Like you hear it on all the fucking like commercials of all the medicines. Like side effects include this, that, blah, 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 blah. Like it speaks like 1,000 miles per hour because there's like, you know, they can only say it so much in a commercial. But
Andrew says, if I was rich, I'd probably do it, but you have to take it for life.
Okay,
it helps take away from the mental cravings, but again, it only works for as long as you take it.
Exactly.
And no. Here's the thing, though. I got to say this. Again, this hit home close to me. I'm not going to mention who, what, where, when, why, how, but I will say somebody close to me took this, and it has caused them problems health-wise. I am warning you, if you take this, be very cautious of this because it could cause a lot of health issues.
It can.
This person that I'm talking about almost died. Somebody I'm close to. I'm not going to mention who it is, but it's somebody that, it's somebody that affects me. And I don't like this shit, man. You know, all these fucking people out there that are in pharma, right? We hear people...
Big pharma.
Yeah, we hear people bag on that, oh, trust the science, follow the... blah, 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 blah. You follow their fucking lead of, oh, this is fine, all that shit. It's not fine. This is dangerous shit.
It's trial and error.
This is dangerous. That's exactly what it is, Austin. They don't care because they're making fucking millions on this shit. People are buying this left and right.
Like, it's good. I was gonna say, like, as someone that, people that take, take it as like Ozempic as like a diet plan. It's like, don't take it. Don't take it as a pill, as a diet plan. Like, do what my mom did. Like she you know what she did? She went on a plan. I think it was Otavia or whatever, and she took like one of those. They gave them like these little bags of like snacks and whatever, and they're like vitamins and minerals and shit like that. They're not like they have like 0 like calories and shit like that. They're very, very low and whatever. You can just snack on those. And my mom like stayed with that diet, and then she had a few fuelings that here and there. Stayed with like a under like 1,200 like calorie diet, and she lost like 50 pounds in within like almost like 6 months.
I know people are gonna like hearing this.
A lot of workouts and shit like that too.
I know people are gonna fucking hate hearing this, and I don't care because it's the truth. But if you want to lose weight, it takes
dedication.
It takes calorie deficit.
Oh, yep.
It takes discipline.
Intake too.
You need to watch
food
what
intake.
Yeah, exactly. But people don't like hearing that. They're like, no, I want the quick way to get down in weight. And if that quick way means Ozempic, that means Ozempic. Why do you think Oprah Winfrey, one of the biggest mouthpieces for Ozempic, is in the hospital? She won't tell you why, Austin, but I can almost guarantee I know why.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. She went from a heavier weight to looking good, right?
Yeah.
But now she's in the hospital. Like, what is going on there, right?
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is this. When you know somebody fucking close to you who has taken something like Ozempic, and you literally are watching them on the doorway to another realm, which basically means you're on death's door. Dude, I looked at that, and don't sit there and say, oh, it could be something else.
No.
No, because how is it that this person, along with other people out there, because there's other people that have health issues, again, including stomach paralysis, dude, it's scary. All right. And I'm just warning everyone against it because I look at it this way. You take something like that, and it hasn't been out that long. I mean, what are the tests on this? Do we know what's going on with it?
I mean, like I said, there's commercials for it, and there's also like it even says right in the commercial about all the side effects. I mean, like,
and they always make a jingle that's like really catchy. You know, it's like, Ozempic. You know what I mean?
No, not
There's what Wegovy. There's Wegovy or whatever.
No, I know what song it is, but it's like I can't think of the fucking. Oh God, what it was?
I don't like it.
I can't think of the song. Fuck. Oh, what's the song?
I don't know, but Emily Armstrong sang it, right?
I think so.
You think so?
Oh God, what was the song?
I don't know.
Oh,
Bogart says, "Good old
it's
American FDA." Andrew says, "Stomach paralysis doesn't sound fun." Yikes! Yeah, it's not. I would venture to say that it probably isn't fun. I fucking wouldn't want it. Would you, Austin? Would you risk it all for stomach paralysis?
Nah.
Bogart says, "Everyone wants the magic pill these days." Yeah, everyone wants the easy way out. There is no easy way out. Look, years ago, I think my top weight, not even lifting weight, it was a shitty eat garbage plates every fucking week kind of weight when I was like 20, 21. I think my heaviest was like 226.
Come to one place and we can go to Dogtown. Let's go.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is like, dude, when I went from 226 to, I think my lowest trying was 170. When I got my back surgery and all that, I was about 160 pounds.
Really?
Yes, because
shit,
I was stressed out. I was going through a lot of shit. But regardless, I did a lot of discipline. I did a lot of cardio, a lot of calorie deficit, a lot of cutting, a lot of foods that I loved out, and I ate healthy. But, you know, again, it's the same thing for bulking up. Some people might have an easier time. It depends. But for me, when I started in December for bulking, for gaining the weight, I went from about 190 pounds. I currently sit at 215. And that took discipline. You have to eat enough calories. You have to intake protein, the carbs, the healthy fats, all that shit.
Right.
Dude, people are like, oh, lifting, you know, it's easy. You just go in the gym, you lift heavy, and then you walk out and blah, blah, blah. It's not how that fucking works.
No.
There's a science to it. People don't understand.
Yeah.
But there's also a science to losing weight. And it is being on top of that shit, being disciplined.
Yeah.
There is no one-way ticket to Skinnyville with a pill or a shot or any of that stuff. And if there is,
I think that's bullshit.
it's going to cost you.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's, I think like a one shot or one pill or it's going to take care of your dietary is never a good idea. It's discipline. It's also patience too. You got to be patient with yourself. You got to be patient with your body. You got to take, like you said, intake and whatever calories and shit. You got to measure your nutrients and how much you take in. I mean, like you got to know your weight.
You got to know everything.
Yeah.
You got to know what you're doing with your life.
Literally, my heaviest was
570 pounds, right? Could you imagine that?
No, dude, I think I was 140 a couple years ago.
That's not bad, but you know what?
I lost it because, like, I would try to eat healthier, eat better, eat salads and shit.
You are, for your size, I don't even know what the fucking weight is.
Right?
Have you looked?
Yeah, no, it's actually I'm like a little bit above. I think I'm like a little bit above
Get
like
the fuck out of here.
Average weight.
Get out of here.
Literally, I think
Hold
it was
on
like
a second.
125. I think it was like 125 to like 130.
Well, let's confirm that after. But I want to get to Justin here, who, by the way, is part of Justin Nominee TV.
Hi, buddy.
He is also in the ROC as a podcaster. Can you believe that?
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh
But
shit!
Justin says I just saw that they think that the rapper Maze from the It Is What It Is podcast is taking Ozempic, but he claims he's eating vegetables and fruit only.
Again, like you got you got to be careful. Yeah, like I said, I mean, you got to be careful with your intake of. That's also can be dangerous too. You can have too much fruit and it can give you scurvy.
What?
I think.
What is that?
Oh no! What's the other? No, what's the other one?
What's scurvy, dude?
No, not scurvy. I'm thinking of the other one. If you eat too much, I think it's like you eat too much of a fruit. It actually makes you sick. I forgot the name of the disease though, but like, it's like some pirate name, I think. But Arrgh. But yeah, no, I mean, oh God, what it's gonna bug me now, but anyways, yeah, you just gotta be careful with what you take in. And it's just like have a steady diet, have a balanced meal, okay? Have chicken, have fucking like for me, a balanced meal would be chicken, broccoli, and rice.
And you dine at the Y once in a while too, right?
Huh?
You dine at the Y once in a while, right? Nothing wrong with a little Y action. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. It's okay. You can dine at the Y once in a while, Austin. It's not going to make you gain any weight.
And once a week.
Might get some mouth cancer, but it's all right.
Once a week, though.
Once a week. Oh, brother. All right, I want to do some research here because this is okay. So, Austin, how tall are you?
I am 5'2".
5'2". What weight should I be? Let's say this up. I want to look at this. So, 5'2", male. You should be 100 between the. You should be between 106 and 130 pounds.
Oh shit! I just made it.
You just made it.
I'm like 135.
Yeah. You're overweight then, dude. No.
Well, I do work out too, so I mean, but yeah, no, that's not bad.
Oh, you're a little overweight there, buddy. I don't know. You should
5 pounds. Oh,
might have to cut back.
Oh my God, I'm like 5 pounds fat. Ooh.
Oh, you're in trouble, dude. You might be in deep shit.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die of a fucking heart attack. Ooh.
Well, Austin, you got to cut back now on the calories. You got a little calorie deficit by 5 pounds. So.
Oh my God.
I don't know. You'll be okay. Man.
I could lose that in like 2 seconds. Just let me take a shit.
Dude, don't do that to yourself. Don't take X-Lax.
I'm usually like between 130 and 135. Honestly, like it's just like your body is going to fluctuate anyway, so like get used to that.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's like so. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Don't be the perfect weight every time. Like
so, like I went to go get a physical this past February when I was turning 33, and I went to my new doctor and got on the scale. At that time, I weighed like 200 and something, like 203 pounds. So I was a little over 200. And he goes, by your physique, I could tell it's not like. But they did this thing, like if like they do this waist measurement thing, like if it's like a certain thing, then they're a little worried about it. Like not too bad, but like they're like, okay, like there's a concern.
Mm-hmm.
But like if they see that you have some like mass to you, it's not like you just eating garbage plates every fucking day. Then yeah, like, he goes, it's dude, there's a difference.
Right. They're probably like saying like, dude, you're actually pretty fit and you're actually pretty bulk, dude. Good for you, man. Like, because it's like I've seen you eat and it's just like you take good care of yourself.
I mean, look, dude, weekends I'll partake in some alcoholic beverages, right?
Same.
You know what I mean? Like
fucking same.
But I'm not out here eating garbage plates and fucking chips and all this other shit every fucking day of the week. Like,
I mean,
that's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, like shit. There's there's one alcohol that I drink that's like 0 calories, but it's vodka.
Vodka, like home country.
Tito's vodka
country,
is like literally 0 calories, and
I'm
it's
sorry, what was that?
Tito's.
Slut. Yeah, she's a talk slut.
Tito's.
Talk slut.
I love
Talk
Tito's.
slut.
I love Tito's.
Yeah, she's a talk slut.
Justin says, I weighed 210 pounds for a steady 2 years, and I stopped drinking soda and dropped to 175 pounds.
Good for you, bro.
I'll be honest with you. Like, I for years stopped drinking soda. Like once in a while I'll have one, you know, just
I'm not
like I had a Coke Zero with my whiskey tonight.
Oh yeah.
It's a 0 calorie, whatever. But like, yeah, soda, regular intake of soda. Like we know Americans love their soda. They'll drink it for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I mean, that's unhealthy as shit, right?
Right.
But like, I cut that shit out completely. I didn't even drink Coke Zero or any of that stuff for a long time.
I think there's other sodas out there that are like
There
not
is.
bad. I think sparkling ice. Actually,
Sparkling ice. That was yes.
Have you heard? Okay, so I mix that with being a talk slut here, but Tito mix that with Tito's
slut.
vodka, dude. It's
she's a talk
fucking
slut.
delicious, man. Like
Talk
just
slut.
No, don't do it.
Talk slut.
It's not good.
mixing sparkling ice and fucking Tito's vodka, man. That's a good combination with some ice.
Hot?
Hey, leave my mother out of this.
You love Mama Dash.
Yeah, she's actually at Lux right now. She's having a few
Slut.
drinks with some friends.
But like, you know, I don't know, man. Just I know we got on this little topic for a little while, but I just look at it this way, man. Ozempic, be careful with it if you're going to use it. If you have diabetes, be careful with it. If you're trying to lose weight, don't go that route. That's all I'm
Yeah.
going to say. Don't listen to me though. What do I know, Austin? I'm some fucking Mango Floyd behind the microphone.
Just-
I don't know.
Diet and exercise and know your intake. That's all. That's my advice, I guess. I mean, like hell, my mom, like I said, my mom went from 160 to 110. She's a skinny fucking twig, man. I could literally like, she's skinnier than fucking me, dude.
Well,
I could throw her like a twig, just whoosh.
I mean, look, it's okay, you know. But regardless, you know, I think where you're at right now, weight wise, is okay. Unless you want to bulk up, let's fucking do it. But we need to get on some serious shit.
Oh yes, I did hear about this.
So this past week, you know, school has not been in session for that long.
It has been literally less than 2 fucking weeks.
For here, anyways. I don't know how long it is in Georgia.
Yeah, and this shit fucking starts.
So, as we should probably all know, there's been a school shooting already this
Yep.
week. Early this last
In
past week.
Georgia. Dude, Georgia's under fire with all this shit.
So, Colt Gray, this 14-year-old boy, right? He fucking walks in. And so, from what I understand, he was in class and he went to go out. And something happened along the lines of they said, check your email, right? It's a code word for saying there's a school shooter on the premises. So, these teachers knew exactly what was going on. And this kid goes and kills 2 students and 2 teachers. And now him and his dad have been fucking...
I heard his dad was
This is him on the right. Colt
Yep.
Gray on the right and his father.
yeah, because
Colin
he's
Gray.
in for murder because he gave his son an AR-15.
What?
and-
So here's the thing I don't understand, right? Before this even fucking occurred, there was an incident where he had went on Twitter or some bullshit.
He was on a homicide watch.
Yeah, and the FBI knew about this and they did nothing. Like they always do.
Did you hear about his grandpa fucking trying to hear what he had to say, and it was like his grandpa tried to get him out of the situation that he was, and then you know what? There's a lot of controversy with that shit, and I think it's just it's promoted violence. Some people say it's because of it was the environment that he was in, and it's like, yeah, probably his parents are fucking felons. Like his mom and dad are both felons. Legally, they are felons, and they and they got it's just listen.
This pisses me off.
Bullying is one thing, but violence, listen, I hear this all the time. Someone said oh well, it's like this generation, the younger generation, they just want to start school shooting. It's like, dude, I don't want to fucking have to wake up the next morning and hearing about my niece and nephew that are in school right now that might be getting killed. It's like I don't want to fucking hear about that. No, I don't even want to have that in the back of my mind, because you know what? I would literally just find the fucker whoever killed my niece and nephew and rip them apart, rip them a new one.
So
and I'm trying to be very, very G-rated because I would, I don't want YouTube to go after me or Facebook or whatever. I'm not gonna say those very, very bad words, but
he literally said on
someone's gonna pay
on
the
social
piper.
media that he was gonna Nicholas Cruz the school. When you hear that, what do you think? Like, we already know who that fucking guy is.
Yeah, and I'm like,
He should be dead in the ground.
dude. Like,
I don't know why he's even breathing the same air that everyone else is.
Again, like people are just like, and here's another thing too. It's people say, oh well, the system has failed us. You know what? Yeah, you're right. It is the system because
And
you know
everyone
what?
in their
Why is
no, but here's the thing. Everyone and their brothers and here's a quote said from I think his uncle Charles Paulhamus, whatever, doesn't matter. He was just a good kid, but he lived in an environment that was hostile. Okay, look, there's multiple people out there that have broken families. They grew up in broken homes, and their childhood was not the best. You don't see them fucking committing a school shooting and killing people.
I've been through a lot of hell, and you don't see me fucking wanting to do that shit. Fuck that shit.
I just don't. I don't consider that I don't consider that valid. Let's put it that way. That's horse shit. That's just a fucking excuse to say, hey, my kid or my nephew, he was going through some hard times. So I'm not going to say openly that I support what he did, but I can understand. That's you.
That's a load of horse shit.
Fuck
okay?
you.
That's a load of
Fuck you
horse
and this
shit.
fucking goddamn 14-year-old piss pot that
Because-
couldn't fucking. He has nothing to offer the society.
And you know what? How much you want to fucking bet that these families are just trying to oh well, he was a good kid. They're just trying to defend him because they just don't want to make him look bad because you know what? Deep down inside, you want to know that you ought to want to fucking bet my next fucking paycheck that those
Or your
fuckers.
left nut.
Yeah, or my left nut, that those fuckers are the reasons why that he was probably the influence that he was.
So
it's the influence.
Justin
it's the
says
environment.
Justin says Georgia started in August in school. Yeah, that's not that long of a fucking time. We're only in September 7th here. And this motherfucker went and shut up a school because his dad decided his piece of shit, developmentally disabled dad went and fucking got him a AR-15 of all things.
An AR-15.
After
An
what had
AR-fucking
happened with
15.
him and his Twitter account.
I feel like that's planned. That's the thing. That's on the parents too. Like,
Of course it is.
because I heard they were felons too. Aren't they convicted felons too?
I don't know the whole story
But I
on
know
them. I just know what happened here.
I heard they were felons too, and the dad is now he's convicted as now he's trialed by murder because he gave his son a fucking AR-15. Yeah, as he should be fucking trialed for murder because he's literally gave his son, a violent fucking kid, an AR-15.
And don't tell me
kidding
don't
me?
tell me they didn't know he was violent.
Exactly.
He fucking showed signs. Why do you think the FBI looked into this asshole to begin with?
How much you want to fucking bet that they were the influence, that he's the reason why he's violent?
Justin says they said he walked into the hallway and yelled, "I'm gonna kill everybody," from a student interview. Oh, that's fucking just normal behavior from a 14-year-old.
Dude's got fucking issues. Like, I mean, like, shit. Like, I know I got issues. Hell, I've been through a lot of bullying in my life. Do I want to? There were some people that I wanted to kill, yeah, but you know what? It ain't fucking worth it.
Austin, you and thousands more have gone through this shit, right? And you have not shot up or killed anybody.
No.
Yeah, this guy,
We have a conscience.
This kid is somehow, some way, his family's sort of like standing by him saying, "I understand where he came from." Dude,
Bullshit.
Fuck you. His aunt said something so fucking crazy.
So what, you're a murder apologist? Okay.
Let me just look this up real quick because I had it here for a moment, but his aunt said something so fucking nuts that I just couldn't believe what I was reading. I'm like, what is even happening here?
There's a lot of fucking fuck shit with that fucking family, and not gonna lie, I mean, like, I've heard the stories, and I'm just like, nah.
Right here, let's dive into this right here. This is his aunt, Annie Polhamus Brown. They are charging my 14-year-old nephew as an adult for murder. Y'all ready to see Polhamus blood in full throttle? Nah, I wouldn't be either. Okay,
Why do we have these fucking families that are like defending these students? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you not understand? Your kid literally just killed 4 people.
She said this on anyone speaking ill of the 14-year-old suspect on social media just hours after the massacre unfolded, Austin. Can you believe that? I can, because there's a fucking bunch of psychopaths out there. And that's why we have this asshole going into a school with an AR-15.
But here's the thing. Here's the problem. Not a lot of people in this world are going to say, no, you shouldn't do it. There's no discipline. There's no fucking like accountability for their fucking actions. There's no consequences. And you know what? It's just like you wonder why a lot of people are dying. People are literally getting killed over stupid shit because of someone's dumb actions, and you're just sitting here saying, "Oh well, yeah, there is." Shut the fuck up, okay? No, shut the fuck up about that. Like, they ain't fucking innocent, okay? No. If this is what their first actions to do, then you know what? Trial them like fucking adults. I don't give a shit.
They're trying them as an adult, Austin.
As they should, and I don't give a shit. Like, they need to be in fucking prison for life, and there's no fucking human. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Like, we need to defend them. We need to.
No, there's no defending this kid. How do you defend this asshole? You don't.
Well, he's a psychopath. Doesn't fucking matter. Is there fucking asylums anywhere? Because you know what? Last time I checked, they were all like, having an asylum and having like these psychiatric ward is bad for the public. Okay, then. So
is it really though?
What the fuck are we supposed to do with all these psychopaths that are killing all these kids?
Erica says, I want to know how a 14-year-old got the rifle in the school and how did he know how to handle it?
Exactly.
Austin, if I handed you an AR-15 right now, would you know how to use it? Would you know how to load it?
No.
Would you know how to prime it up and shoot it?
Probably not, because it's like I don't fucking.
I agree with this comment. Because I have handled firearms in my life.
So have I.
And I've been trained how to use them, I've been taught how to use them, and so on and so forth. Had you have handed me this as a 14-year-old, I wouldn't know how to use it. So think about that for a moment.
Yeah, no.
Think about that. His daddy got him this AR-15. Do you think that his father trained him how to use this?
Oh, yeah. He's got to learn it from somewhere. He's got to learn it from either YouTube. He's got to learn it from, like, a parent or whatever. He's got to learn it from a friend. There's so many ways you can taught it. I mean, like, if you want to teach it from yourself, I mean, hey, good for you. But also...
14 years fucking old, Austin. I don't understand. You can't even get a rifle until you're 18.
Yeah.
This fucking kid gets a goddamn AR-15 because his father thought this was the most brilliant idea.
Well, yeah.
After all the shit that's happened with the FBI and him pretty much threatening to do a Nicholas Cruz, and he goes, you know what, son? Pats him on the back. It's time for you to get an AR-15. What a fucking mongoloid. What an asshat. What a pile of fucking human garbage. I'm so glad this fucking man, if you can even call him that, is behind bars right now. This whole family seems to have a fucking warped sense of reality.
I fucking agree, man.
And I can't understand how these fucking people, FBI included, forego these fucking signs. The FBI, of all the fucking organizations in this fucking country, has made this mistake countless fucking times. And they do it every fucking time. And then they're like, oh shit, the red flag. The fucking red flags were there. And it's like, okay, let me get this straight. They say stuff like, there was no evidence that this kid was going to do this.
They have fucking rose-colored glasses on while all this shit was going on. Like,
but I just don't understand. They're like, oh, the evidence wasn't there. You say this every time, but it's the same shit every single time.
Man. Rose-colored glasses. Like, do you understand when I say rose-colored glasses? Like, when you wear rose-colored glasses, all the red flags, they just look like flags. Literally, that's exactly what they're doing right now. It's like they're putting on their fucking rose-colored glasses and just saying, oh well, we're just gonna act stupid because we didn't see. Oh, shut the fuck up.
The FBI.
You did not see. Shut the fuck up.
I think
you
the
did
FBI,
see the sign.
I think after a certain amount of events like this happens, right, and the FBI has dropped the ball, I think there's a time and a place for when the FBI needs to be held accountable for these type of things.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Why are you guys allowing to just say, we didn't see much of anything? There was no evidence that this guy was this kid was gonna go into a school and blast people away with an AR-15.
Yeah, you can do like
It's no big deal because we didn't find any substance with it. It doesn't matter when you have some asshat going on social media threatening a fucking school they go to. It's called do your goddamn job and fucking get this kid some help. Put him somewhere where he's not gonna hurt himself or anyone else around him.
Yeah, don't make him kill any more students or teachers or whatever. Like, that's literally like you're killing family members, you're killing kids, you're killing sons, daughters, brothers, fathers, husbands. Like, you're killing a lot of people's lives, and you're just like, yeah, well, I'm a violent kid. That's on you, dude. Get some fucking help. Get some fucking help. I don't care what it is. I mean, like, I don't care what anyone says. Video games or music or whatever. I don't give a fuck. And people say video games are very violent these days. You know what? Yeah, they are violent. But, like, here's the thing. You got to separate from fantasy to reality. That is your fault. Like, people take the video game world as in... It's our way to just express our emotions and just say, you know what, fuck it. We're going to do whatever the fuck we want in this game. But, we ain't going to do that in the real world because, you know what? That's going to cost us dearly. It's just, yeah.
Here's the thing, Austin. So there's a lot of people blaming video games. They're blaming guns. They're blaming everything. And nobody can seem to come up with a solution. But little do we think about this.
Influence.
But here's the thing, though. Humans. Think about how long humans have been alive, right? Look at the Dark Ages, for instance. Was there guns there? No. There was swords, daggers, arrows. There was all kinds of different things that people could use at their disposal to hurt and kill and maim other people. And they did it. They were fucking vicious. Humans have been vicious for years. So my question is
longer years,
what are people thinking when they say things like, it was the video game's fault? Listen, humans have been violent way before Grand Theft Auto existed.
I'm gonna quote one of my favorite bands because me. I'm gonna go with the same band like I always quote. Tool.
Talk slut.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a
Give me
talk
that.
slut.
Give me
Talk
that.
slut.
Give me that bitch.
Talk slut. Talk slut. Talk slut.
But Vicarious, one of my favorite songs off of 10,000 Days. There was a quote. Or verse that I really liked and actually describes exactly what you're saying. Credulous, your desires to believe in angels in the heart of men. Pull your head on out your hippie haze and give a listen. Shouldn't have to explain this all again. The universe is hostile, so impersonal. Devour to survive, so it is. So it's always been. That is literally like, and you listen to the lyrics of the song. It's literally talking about like tragedies of life and tragedies of, but we feed off of it. It's like it's a never-ending thing of just like drama and just violence and all this shit. Like, and I'm just seeing this on TV. Yeah. We're literally living vicariously, watching all people die, and it's just like. That's what I hate about the news. It's just like, can we just have something positive to happen for once? I get it. Like, listen, life sucks and people suck. Literally, kids suck. This generation fucking blows. But we have to be better than that. We have to be fucking better than that. Can we be better than that? Can we be humans and be better than that?
I will say, like, social media has added this extra layer.
Oh, I fucking agree, dude.
It's added an extra layer. Now, me personally, I'm kind of taking a step back from like even
especially
engaging.
Dating these days.
Yeah, I could only imagine. Ugh. But like, I like to post like if I didn't have my photography and this podcast that we do and everything else in between that's creative or anything like that. If I didn't have any of this stuff, I wouldn't even be on social media anymore. I'd get the fuck off.
Oh yeah,
no, I don't like. Dude, so I've just dropped back a little bit on the social media aspect just because the time. I have more things to focus on. I have a family. I have a son and a wife I got to focus on. I have a job. I have everything else going on that I don't have time to sit there and get involved with these fucking people that want to cause drama.
Exactly, which you should be focusing on your wife and kids and, just...
But here's the thing, like, so social media from a kid standpoint, right? So when we were kids, we had computers in our houses. We didn't have fucking smartphones that we brought with us every day to school. We didn't have it on us 24
We had one of those fucking
7.
blocky ass fucking computers.
Yeah, but you had it in one space, and you would only go on that computer when you were home, say from school or whatever the case may be.
And you're just like playing video games and shit like that, or
Right.
playing like fucking the pinball machine.
But you had the instant messenger. You had AOL instant
Yep.
messenger. You had MSN messenger. You had all these instant messengers, group chat. But here's the thing: you're on there for a specific amount of time. Granted, yeah, you might have the school bully come and AIM your ass, and he might say some shit. But it wasn't like you had access to this shit 24/7, and they had access to you 24/7. So now these kids that are growing up, you know, their parents are like, "Here's a phone, Johnny. Here's a fucking tablet. Have at it." And for 24 hours and 7 days a week, your son or daughter, who could vary between the ages of 10 to fucking 18 years old, are now open to this internet all the time, all day, every day.
Oof.
And on top of that, if it isn't bad enough at school, you know, we would come home from school and we'd be disconnected from the shit that happens. Granted, if you want to go on AIM, you had somebody added on there, whatever. It wasn't full access. You had to have someone's screen name. Could they find you? Sure. But now you could go on Facebook. You could type in so-and-so's name and start messaging this person, "Hey, you're a piece of shit. You're fat. You're stupid. You're ugly," etc., etc. It's all the time, every day. Doesn't matter what time of day it is. And these kids, like, this is what I worry about, man. Being a parent now, like, our son's 1, right? I tell Kat all the time, I go, I really don't want to get him introduced to technology like that for a very long time. I don't think it's healthy. We see this day in and day out with our fucking today's society, like today's generation. It's not good. And so, like, when you look at the shit, and I think about it from our standpoint, like, yeah, we had technology, but it wasn't as ingrained into our everyday lives like it is today.
Yeah, and then I think that's what we need to instill into our like kids, and like it's just like you gotta think of it as like it's a luxury, not a fucking like not a privilege. Like, I mean, like, and grant you like look at schools nowadays and look at like all the like it is necessary to have a computer. Like you have to have a computer, you have to have a laptop, or you have to have a tablet in order to like learn and like keep up with the grade and shit. And I'm like,
it's fucking wild.
That's because like when I went to like college, I didn't have a computer. I didn't have a laptop of my own. I literally did everything I could on my own.
Yeah.
And I went to and it's just like I took like 2 semesters of my college. And it was difficult. I barely had help with like, dude, I had to pay $150 for a fucking password. A password for a math like for a math program.
What?
And if we didn't take it, we would have gotten a D.
Wait, so you couldn't even make your own password? You had to, that's a fucking scam. That's a fucking scam.
Yep.
That's worse than that $5 fuck me free.
Yep. It was like was it integrated algebra or something like that, and fucking MCC. Yeah, no.
That's $150 fuck me fee.
$150 for a fucking password. Dude, I spent my first semester was like $650. My second semester was $400 in books and a fucking password.
They're raping you for a password.
Fuck
They're
yeah.
they're literally bending you over, Austin, and spreading your cheeks and inserting it in and out. And then they whisper sweet passwords into your ear. And they go, Austin, as they're inserting it in and out. They're thrusting hard against your asshole. They're going, Austin, X,
and
Z, capital Y.
And my stepdad couldn't believe it too. And I told him this.
That is now your password.
Yeah.
Remember those, otherwise you have to pay another $150.
Yeah, literally. Like dude, my stepdad like didn't even fucking believe me. He was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Dude,
No.
how did well, you know,
dude, do you want the fucking receipt? I have the
they give you a receipt, all right.
like $150.
It's the white stuff on your back.
Literally, like, are you fucking kidding me? $150 for a damn password? That's bullshit.
It's just unbelievable the world we live in. Unbelievable. Justin says, I wish he took his own life
back in
instead of others.
2013, man.
Oh, yeah. Justin says, I wish he took his own life instead of others. Sounds like his mind was dark. I'd never wish a death on anyone ever, but in this situation, I wish it wasn't inflicted onto other people.
I agree.
Yeah, look, you know, I don't know
People
this.
suck,
I don't really
man.
care. I don't really care the excuses about his home life was tragic and this, that, and the other.
Doesn't fucking
No,
matter.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know
You
why?
made the choice. You dug the hole.
You know why?
Now
'Cause
lay in your grave, man.
mental illness, right? Like we talk about it a lot. We talk about mental health and all that shit on the show all the time. And I look, I know there's kids that go through it. We go through it as adults.
Yeah,
But that does not give you the right to full blown
I did,
go out and just blow people away. Permanent decisions. These are
I've-
permanent fucking
I
decisions.
deal with mental health and fuck and shit, and but I don't want to have the need or the
No.
desire to kill people. Like, what the fuck?
No, and that's just it. Like, dude, I don't care what you're going through. Like, I go through some shit that other people wouldn't understand. You go through shit that I or anyone else couldn't understand, right? But we don't make the decision to actively go out and make permanent decisions to kill people and take people away from their families.
It's not right.
No, it's not. And this kid, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Oh, he didn't know any better. 14 years old. I knew what
Bullshit.
was
He
right
he
and I
knows
knew what
better.
was wrong. And if you don't, that means you have a developmental disability, which I don't think this kid had. I think he just was going through a fucking dark time and
Hell, I mean,
he had a warped brain to make him go and decide. Well, his father didn't help the situation. Again, we got to remember what Mr. Colin Gray did. He went out and got his son, who had these prior red flags, a fucking AR-15.
And I hate the fact that they're using autism as a fucking excuse for his mental disability, because that is not how we are. That's not how we act. Even as someone with Asperger's syndrome is on the high functioning end of having autism. Even I have my moments where it's like I'm pissed the fuck off, or it's just like sometimes I need a hug and I'm just like, you know what, I'm okay. But I would never want to fucking think about killing people. Yeah, I've been pissed off that I want to, but it's like, you know what, I ain't gonna fucking do it. There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference between, like, you know what, people fucking suck, and I'm gonna say how I feel, but you know what, I'm not gonna act upon it.
No. And you shouldn't. Nobody should ever fucking make the decision to
No
go out
one
and do this
should.
stuff. Yeah, we get angry. Sometimes we do some weird shit like throw fucking plates, or I don't know anybody that does that. I mean, look,
Right.
I get it. Like, go listen to Limp Bizkit break stuff or whatever, right? But like, dude, you
Break
you
your
don't
fucking face,
right. You don't go out and fucking shoot your school or your fucking
Right, like-
anything. You don't shoot anything. So,
Limp Bizkit didn't say shoot your fucking school tonight.
well, no. Maybe in an alternate universe, but that I would not want to.
I'm sorry, but like, no, that's
I do want to take the time though to have a moment of silence for these victims, because this is, you know, I just have no other words to say other than this. This is bullshit, and
we definitely need to take a moment of silence.
yeah, again, like going back to this whole thing, like, dude, we have way too much. This is an epidemic that happens here in America. Not to say that this doesn't happen anywhere else in the world, but we have a huge fucking problem here. Whether it be mental illness or whatever the case may be, doesn't matter. We have a problem.
Get yourself checked. Go see a therapist and do
Something. I don't care. Well, I don't even think
do
that's
something
working.
that you love. I don't care what it is, whether
But-
it be video games, whether it be music. I don't care what it is.
But
Just
when you
enjoy
have-
yourself.
But when you have red flags being shown, and even the FBI are like, "Yeah, there's nothing we can do," and then this happens, they're like, "Oh, we should have seen this." Like, we say
You
this
saw-
how
you
many
saw-
fucking
you-
times?
You saw it coming a mile
Yeah, they
away,
did.
but
They
you
did.
chose to ignore it.
Yeah, they
there's a difference between recognizing it and acting upon it. If you recognize it, you would have acted upon it, and if you didn't act upon it, that's on you, not on us.
Yeah.
That's not on anyone else. That's on you. Like, you need to understand. Like, people need to take accountability for their fucking actions. It's like,
Yeah.
and especially when they're being like ordered to do this, that, and the other thing. It's like, you know what? Where's the fucking supervisors? Because I want to talk to them and be like, why aren't you ordering your people to do what they're supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
Especially when they see this shit happening.
Yeah. I want to take a time. I want to take a moment of silence here for the 4 victims.
Amen.
Mason Schermerhorn, Christian Angulo, Richard Aspinwall, Christina Irame. I hope I didn't butcher those names, Austin, but just you look at these photos of the 2 kids and 2 teachers, and
there's nothing much that I can do right now. I'm sending positive vibes and I'm sending healing vibes to the family, and in the best way that I can.
It's infuriating, man.
Dude, I'm infuriated too. Like, it's just like,
it's never ending, it seems like, and it's just every fucking year we go through this shit.
It gets worse and worse, man. It's just like, and I'm worried because it's just like my nephew is going to be a sophomore. My nephew is a sophomore this year. My niece, she's going into, I think, like, what, 7th grade? I want to say 7th grade, 8th grade. She's 13, and like my nephew is like 15. He just turned 15, and I'm just like, it freaks me out because it's just like, I'm worried about them. I love them to death, and like the last thing I want to think about is that.
Yeah, and like, you don't send your kid off to school and think, oh, you shouldn't have to sit there and think, is this the last day I'm going to see you? You know what I mean? Like, it's bad enough. Like, it's bad enough when, say, your spouse or whatever is a police officer, right, or your father, or you know what I mean, like, or your mother, and you kiss them goodbye, and you think, well, this could be the last time this happens, because you know that their job is dangerous.
Yeah.
A fucking child going to school should not have the same fucking.
No.
It shouldn't have the same result.
It's like kissing your sons and daughters that are going into the military and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you never know when you're gonna see them again. It's gonna change them or whatever.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just fucking. I don't know. I don't know if it's more so because I'm a parent now or what. I don't know. But I think it's
a little bit. I think so.
it does hit harder when you're a parent. But regardless, you have to have some level of like.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
Dude, I'm an uncle, and I'm feeling it.
Yeah, my nieces and my nephew are all in fucking school, and you think about that shit. So it's terrible.
Dude, like, yeah, no, I'm hoping the families are okay, and I hope everyone's okay. Because they should not have to deal with this, and I'm sorry that they have to, like, due to the results of stupid people, and I don't care what anyone says about the whole, oh, well, the system has failed us. You know what? Yeah. It's not the system. It's not the cop out. It's not just the system. It's you as well. It's the family. It's well, we don't want. Because you don't want to take the fire from your nephew that was crazy because you or your family didn't fucking do anything to take care of your kid? Like, that's on you, man. Like, if you didn't do anything because you didn't want to be a part of the family, that's one thing. But if you knew about this kid and you knew this kid was going to be dangerous and you didn't do anything about it, that's on you. Yeah. That's not on anyone else. That's on you.
Yeah, it's a terrible situation, man. Like, I get it, man. Like, everyone goes through some shit, but you don't just fucking decide one day. I'm gonna end people's lives. Yeah. Justin says, kids want ice cream. I gotta get rolling. I hope you have good one rest of the show. One love. Thanks, Justin, for tuning in. He also says before he left, schools should be guarded like banks because children are more important than money. Absolutely. I agree. 100%.
I agree.
But, there's controversies behind that. Do we allow teachers to have guns, or do we have guarded security with firearms?
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's one thing I'm scared of too, is like kids are going to go into these schools like it's like military or like it's a prison guard, like, going into prison and just like all these security guards with like fucking with like AR-47s and shit, like AK-47s and shit.
How about this? And I know this is not the best decision or the best alternative, but how about this? Remember when COVID happened and everyone was doing shit through remote? Remember how they had classes through like Zoom and all that shit? Yeah. Like, what if that was a permanent solution? Okay, you can't walk into a building anymore because you're home now. Yeah. And you can't get picked on because there's nobody around you. Like, again, this isn't the perfect solution because now you have kids that aren't socially adept. Or that are socially adept because they're not interacting with kids on a physical regular basis. I was gonna say, like, how about have some of those kids that are like very, very like socially inept like that have like be in like fucking like one of those like
robot like TVs and whatever.
Well, like,
Just-
like fucking Sheldon on Big Bang Theory.
yeah, or like fucking Ned's Classified School Survival Guide. Who was the fucking teacher that did that shit?
Dude, I don't know what the answer is, but whatever we're fucking doing now, it's obvious to me that it's not working. And we could go, what's the definition of insanity is doing the same shit and getting the same result. And we're doing that. We're doing that right now as we speak.
That's why I say, like, I mean, like, there's some kids that just can't handle being socially around other people. How about they get like a fucking robot like screen or whatever and just like fucking motorize around the school and then do it that way, or have have some kids like be in the fucking classrooms where they can socialize and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm not inept into like hybrid like class with like, I mean, I think that's a good idea with like some kids being at home, some kids being, going to classes and shit like that. I mean, like, I don't like it, but like, it's just like, I mean, if that's what it has to be, then I mean, like, it's the safest option, because there's some kids out there that are not getting their fucking, social battery, or they're just not really good at socializing and shit, or they're just like, they're gonna get picked on because, oh well, this person did this and blah blah, and well, I'm not gonna. It's just kids are gonna fuck around, and kids are gonna be stupid, just the way they are. But like,
but that's the difference though. Like, yeah, kids are stupid. They're not always gonna make the right decisions. But this is a fucked up situation, and it keeps happening over and over. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that I just don't understand how we keep going through this shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And by the way, did I see an all-post bulletin?
No, I did not. No, you did not see a all-post.
Damn.
I have a video I want to play because this is another eye-opener. I know this show.
Okay.
This show has a lot of. This show is more heavy hitter than it is comedic, because I think it's important. We got, like I said,
we had a lot of shit going on this, like, within the past week, and so
I want you to watch this dash cam. This happened in Buffalo, New York.
Oh shit.
This happened in Buffalo, New York. Not long ago. And I want you to watch this, and we're going to talk about this and see if there's anything that we can see that could have happened differently or whatever, but just here we go.
I'm scared.
He just went over to the right side of the car, and now he's back over to the left side. He reached over to the right side of the car.
This happened July of 2024.
Can you roll back windows down for me, man? Thanks, man. It's a little too dark. Oh, man. Little guy, you got to be sitting in the back.
He's 6.
All right, so real quick, what's happening here is the cop noticed that there was a little kid in the front seat of this car. Now, as a parent, you know that your kid's supposed to be a certain weight, certain age, all that stuff before they can sit in the front seat. And so the cop noticed that this kid was in the front seat, and he's like, "All right, I got to make a traffic stop."
I mean, I was a kid and used to sit in the front seat.
But we'll go on.
Yeah,
how much did you weigh, though?
Huh?
How much did you weigh?
I don't know. This is my little cousin.
Okay.
I'm taking him for a ride.
This seat's his, right, though, right here?
Say it again?
Isn't this his seat right there?
No, this is my nephew, man. This is my nephew.
Nephew?
Yeah, that's my nephew's seat.
Whose birthday?
Happy birthday. His birthday was a couple days ago.
Nice. Happy late birthday. You know how you can pull over?
No. You want to see my license?
Please. Whose car is this?
This is my sister car.
Okay, there's no registration.
For real?
Yeah. Oh, the registration looks like it's expired.
Let me call her.
Maybe not, actually. No, it's not. You're good. It's not. But
I was about to say.
we just pulled you over. He goes, we're on a high rate of speed, man. I want to see the kid get hurt, and your tints are illegal, okay?
Okay, well, this is my sister.
Who's? Yeah, I understand that. Just rate of speed as well. You got your license on you?
Nah, I don't. I got a screenshot of it though. You say y'all look the same. He taking me. Look, this hair right there. I live in Georgia.
Live in Georgia?
Yeah.
Nice.
You okay, Vanna? I'll call you right back. I hope she didn't just hear that. Here, you can look me up, bro.
Do you mind if I go look at the computer?
No problem. Oh, you can write it down. You can write it down.
Okay, do you have is it valid?
Yes.
You don't have a New York State one, right?
No. No. I get put over all the time. So it's straight by every.
So, did you hear that, Austin?
I get pulled over all the time.
That's not a
already
good comment
That's
to make.
that's already suspicious already. Like especially you got a kid in the front.
Yeah.
This is a little bit of like almost borderline kidnapping. I will say this. Although they're being respectful and I'm being like I'm enjoying this interaction with the cops because
I'm glad you're saying that because
some cops are assholes. I will
Right.
say this: some cops are assholes.
Yeah,
but
they can
this
be.
cop is being actually really respectful.
He's
and
doing it the way it
he's
should
doing
be
his job.
Yes,
I fucking respect this. Now that it's saying warning, but it's saying warning, graphic, blah blah. I'm like, I'm really scared of how this is gonna turn out right now.
Well, that's just it, Austin. We're gonna dive into this because
no,
yeah, we're not done.
I believe it's every district. I swear on my dead mom.
Would you get pulled over in this car?
Literally every day. Almost. I'm not gonna say literally every day.
Why don't you
Oh
have the
my
tints
God.
off?
It's her car. I don't live here, bro. My brother just died. Jalen Griffin that came up missing. Found 2020 the baby.
Yeah, that's sad.
That's my baby brother, bro.
All right.
baby bro.
There's nothing in the car we gotta worry about?
Yes, sir.
There's nothing in the car we have to worry about?
No, sir.
No weapons, no drugs?
Sir.
I'm just asking you.
Sir,
You
you
didn't
can do
check in
whatever
the
you
back.
want,
You
sir.
just check in the trunk.
Like,
Thanks, man.
listen, little bro.
Little man's just helping him out.
Kids just, kids being kid, man.
You got your,
Hey,
you got your
he's-
pad on you?
he's helping
Say it again.
his man out. I get it.
That was the bastard.
Yeah, bro. I swear to God, I get put over every day, bro.
Jesus.
This poor
I
kid.
thought that was his phone.
There you go.
You know what? I'm like I said, loving the interaction.
and
They're
it's-
not
and it's
being
me, bro.
harassing him and shit.
Yeah, exactly. They're concerned, right?
Wait.
It's valid.
All right.
I don't look like me, bro.
No.
That's wild. But sir, you can, sir. I'm not trying to give y'all no trouble. Literally.
This is.
You gotta put more hair on so they won't be like me.
There's Georgia.
Yeah, he's just reeling off the address.
Yeah, man, you just gotta make sure he's buckled. He wasn't buckled when we came up here.
That's because
He's too small to be in the front, man.
you want me to put him in the car seat?
No,
Which
no,
that's
he wants that.
valid. He, New York State law, seatbelt.
Yeah, you gotta. Well, not even that. It's just there's a weight limit to be in the front seat, and he's not.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have your kids gotta be a certain weight in order to sit.
We all make mistakes, you know?
You know.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
See,
You
and
gotta
this
make
cop
sure
is
he's
being
safe, you're
nice.
safe. Make sure everybody's safe, you know what I mean?
right. That's all they're trying to do here.
I'm loving this. Why do I have a bad feeling this is gonna
Just
go sour?
continue. Just continue. Just watch.
I thought he was old enough.
6 or big cut?
Not so much age, more so weight.
More so weight. See.
See, I got 2 7-year-olds.
You do?
So they ride in front of me.
Oh, okay. I gotcha.
So I don't know. Everything cool though, bro. Y'all can do what y'all do. Y'all literally can do what y'all want. I don't even smoke weed or nothing, bro. Y'all can do what y'all want.
That's clear, thank you.
I'm scared. What's going on?
You'll just keep watching, man. So if you're just listening right now, if you're just tuning in, they're stopping this guy here in Buffalo, New York,
No, I don't look at my black and white.
because the kid's underweight. He shouldn't be in the front seat. He's too small, right? So they're just making sure everything's everybody's safe.
I'm getting nervous.
If you're listening to this podcast version of the show, I would recommend going onto our YouTube channel and watching this in video format to get the
Who
full
you guys heading to
experience.
now? Where, Purdy? Oh.
We having a party?
Now, if you look at the body cam real quick, I want you to look at the body cam real quick. Look at the time. Look at the timestamp. It's 001028. That is after midnight. This is like 12.
This is
10.
1:30 in the morning.
Not even. No, it's like 12:10 in the morning. It's like midnight.
This dude's
like
lying
midnight.
about like going to a party and shit.
Don't talk too.
Yeah, Nation, we right here at the corner. We about to be right here on the corner. We just got pulled over real quick.
Didn't you start to drive?
The test too dark. Yeah, it's cool. I'm about to be right there. I'm at the store.
I thought you said I could go to Sussex Drive.
Yeah, right at the corner. We at the corner, literally.
I can't.
All right, man. It's saying you don't have a license in either state.
I have,
In Georgia
sir,
or
I don't know.
Is there anything wrong with your license? Do you have a
Literally,
in
I
Georgia?
swear to God, on my dead mom, I never had.
You don't have it physically with you, the card?
I don't. I'm sorry.
Okay. Where were you headed?
Right here, literally. I'm on the phone with his mom, bro.
His mom?
Yeah, we right here, bro.
why doesn't he have a
address?
physical
Where is right
copy?
here?
What's your address?
That's sketchy.
He's just told him
No
his address
lie,
again.
bro.
Okay, she can come out here if she wants. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you take a step out and come towards me. We're gonna try and run your name a different way and see if I can find it pop up some other way.
Okay, for sure.
You can put the phone down though.
And then he just decides to drive as the officer is on the door. And the door, he's hanging
Are
on.
you fucking what?
He said, "You're gonna kill me, bro."
Are you fucking kidding me?
And now the officer's firing rounds at him because he's putting his life in jeopardy and the kids.
Shots fired! Shots fired! There's a kid in the car still! He tried killing me!
Are you? And what about the kid?
Right.
Where's the fucking
That's why
kid?
the officer's going right to the car. He wants to go check on the kid now.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Everything was going fine.
The dad just decided to just like fucking pedal
Floor
to
it.
the metal.
Come here! Come here! Come here! Come here, baby! Come here!
My phone.
I got you! I'll get it!
My phone.
I got it! I'll get it!
He's worried about his phone. The kid's
you
worried about
okay?
his phone.
Yes,
Okay, you're okay.
my phone.
You're okay.
Kid, your life was just put in danger because your uncle made some very bad decisions.
Honestly, I understand the kid's
Radio
concern
Rush,
that he needs the phone.
I get it, but like, dude,
Call your mom, dude.
Move! Move!
The child's okay. Child's okay.
Let me see your hands!
Are you fucking serious, dude?
Radio, give me
unfortunately.
Oh my god!
Now think about it. This is 2 months ago, dude. An hour away from us in
Let me see your
Buffalo.
hands!
It was going so smoothly until he just fucking floored it.
Help him! Help him!
Look, he says help him, even though this whole thing went. Even though he tried to kill him, and he.
That's a good cop right there.
Does he have a gun? I don't know. Ron was in the car with him. He's got gloves. I got
Dude.
gloves. I got gloves. I got gloves.
Fucking
So
god.
I'm not. There's really
Oh
not much
my-
left of the video left, but
God, that's oh my god, like it was going so fucking smoothly. Like the cop was legit. Like dude was like chill, and then they're like, "Well, we don't have proof that you
have
live
a
in these.
license.
We don't have proof that you live in any of these addresses and shit."
There's no
then-
documentation that he has a license. They said.
Yeah.
And this, that, and the other. And he's like, well, we're going to have you step out. He's like, you can put your phone down. This guy goes to put his phone down, and with his nephew in the car, 6-year-old nephew, fucking floors it as this officer's hanging on for dear life on the fucking car. And that whole thing could have been avoided. If you're wondering already, the man in the car who did that and was ultimately shot, he did pass away. He died. The kid's okay. But
that kid's gonna be scarred.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to you.
That kid is
I'm
gonna
trying
be
to say
scarred.
to you, there's people out there that go through
At
it
least
as
the cop
children.
but listen, I applaud the fucking cop though.
The
for
cop
what
did
he
everything. Yeah,
He
the
did
cop.
fucking amazing job. Okay,
And I
I'll
know
say that.
people had given him flack because he shot at this guy with
No, he did. Dude was
kid
chill.
was sitting in the passenger seat, but like, dude, the guy, like, Put yourself in that situation for a moment. Now,
he actually was interacting with he did what he was supposed to do, and yeah.
Just watching that, when I first saw that video, though,
I'm glad that wasn't edited too, and I'm glad you fucking did not. It wasn't edited. It was all
no,
the
it's
whole,
straight up body cam of what happened.
that's
why I didn't.
what I wanted to see,
And that's why I played you pretty much the whole 9-minute video. Because I want you to see that.
That's what I wanted to see.
Yeah,
too.
I want you to see exactly what happened, how things were discussed, and ultimately what happened to cause this person to lose their life. And now scar your nephew and the officers involved, and the families,
and all that shit, like friends. Yeah, no, I was no. That's
you didn't expect that to happen, right?
No,
like your last thoughts watching this was, oh, this guy's gonna drive off while this cop's hanging on, and his the kid's in the next seat over, and nobody thought that looking at this going forward, right? And then all of a sudden that happens, you're like, whoa, wait a minute, what the fuck? And the cop's hanging on for dear life going, you're going to kill me, bro. You're going to kill me. Like he was going to kill him. Like this guy had no remorse as he was fucking flooring it with this
your
man.
fucking nephew in the car, dude.
I know.
Oh my God. I would never, ever do that. God, that gives me fucking nightmares.
Yeah, incidents like that though, I look at that and I go, dude, this happened in Buffalo. And I know people go, well, like you say you're here in Rochester, right? And you see this shit, you see this video footage happening like in San Francisco or Utah or wherever
you
the
see
case
you see it everywhere.
But you don't think to yourself, well, you think to yourself that's not here, so I don't have to really worry about something like this happening here. But you do. No matter where you are, what you do, or what you say. It's like the guy who went up and shot up a Tops in Buffalo. Close to home, because you're like, well, this guy scouted out areas here in Rochester.
Especially Tops,
yeah,
of all places.
But like, dude, this fucking video here, man. Like, the cop finds this guy not on the system for license, and he decides to floor it. Like, dude, what are you doing?
Nah.
Now you're dead.
Like
because you made a stupid decision. And now your nephew is scarred for life because he just saw this go down. Dude, I could not imagine what that poor 6-year-old went through. Primal Nation says, what's up? What's up, Primal?
What's up, Primal? But yeah, no, that shit's fucking scary. What the fuck? I was not expecting.
No.
The cop was actually chill as fuck and whatever, but I was like.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is going great. Everything's fine. Oh, I like the way this interaction's going.
And then
the guy floors it and gets shot.
Yeah, then he just like, oh, well, we don't have your license or your address and shit and whatever. And he was just like, well, fuck you, bye.
Dude, it's just
like that's fucked. Oi.
And to think, I used to want to be a cop. But then, that was 10 years ago. And now you look at it like, dude,
Dude, I work with cops, and man, the shit that I fucking hear and the shit that I see, and like the shit that I fucking like read, for God's sakes, like I docket all the fucking criminal records. Some of them have like fucking like registered sex offenders too, and I'm like, well, you're gonna go on the list of people I want to fucking kill, but okay.
Yeah. I mean, dude, just looking at this, terrible situation that not only this cop was involved with, not only the guy that was involved with it, but the kid, though. I think about the kid the most. This kid had nothing to do with anything, And if you're wondering, the man's name was Ronald Ammerman. He was 25 years old. Or, I'm sorry, the officer was Ronald Ammerman. The 25-year-old that was in the car that drove off and got killed. No, boy. Now it's this website just decided to pop up something I didn't really care to see. But his name was Davion Roberts. So Davion decided to do this, man. And 25 years old. 25.
He's 5 years younger than me.
And you pull this act, and not only you die because you've decided you wanted to do this. I don't get it.
Shit, I didn't even want to do that when I was 25. What the fuck?
No, I mean, but here's the thing though, like, you just the decision here was completely just off base, man. Like, yeah, if say this whole thing is like what it is, right? He didn't have a license to drive or whatever that. In this case, whatever. Would you risk your life? Say you did this, right? You got pulled over and they find out that you're driving illegally. Would you rather just take the charges, or would you do what he did and fucking basically risk you and your nephew's life and this police officer?
Neither.
I just don't. That's what I'm
Honestly.
saying. I don't understand this.
Neither, dude. Like, I'd rather just nah. Well, first off, I wouldn't put myself in a situation where I would get arrested, but
Now think about this. He said he had nothing dangerous in his car.
drove off like.
Well, here's the thing. April 24th of 2024, this year, a few months before his death, Buffalo man arraigned on felony charges for firing a illegal gun in city's Broadway Fillmore neighborhood. Think about that for a moment. I want you to think about that for a moment. He literally had an illegal gun a few months ago. This is, again, I want to go back to what we were talking about
Wait,
last
this is
week.
the same dude?
Same dude. Buffalo man arraigned. Felony
Oh
charges
my
for firing
God.
illegal gun in city's Broadway Fillmore neighborhood.
Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me?
If he was put in jail for this incident, he probably could be alive today. His nephew wouldn't have had to go through this traumatic experience, and the cop wouldn't have had to kill this guy. You have a guy who's in uniform who now has this on his conscience. A 25-year-old guy dead because he made a terrible decision, and a 6-year-old who's got to suffer with this for the rest of his life.
Cops see some crazy shit all day.
All
so,
day,
I mean,
every day. But here's the
yeah.
thing, dude. If New York State, again, we go back to last week's topic, New York State took laws seriously, put people away, this, that, and the other, took laws, crime seriously. I think if this incident happened in April, they would have put him away and he would have been out of the public. He'd probably still be alive today. And just think about that for a moment. It's fucking wild to me how we allow this to keep going on, and then this incident happens.
Yep.
Well, what could he have done differently? Well, I'll tell you what you could have done differently. He obviously was charged with priors, right?
So
Why was he out in public after he got charged with firing an illegal weapon on some street in Buffalo?
Right.
Beer Pirate Radio, who we are, they stream us on their radio station, says people don't think before they do things like this. No, they don't. It's an irrational decision because in his mind, it's obvious to me he's done other crimes in the past because we just saw that. I just read you that.
Right.
And if you don't believe me, well, I'll show you right now. I mean, this literally is what I'm reading. It's obvious to me that this guy right here, Buffalo man arraigned on felony charges for firing a illegal gun. And it's right here, 25-year-old Yvonne M. Roberts of Buffalo. So, look, man, all I got to say is this. This whole situation could have definitely been prevented.
Mm-hmm.
And our criminal justice system failed. Again, like this is what I say. When are we going to stop just saying, well, there's nothing we can do, or, oh, there's red flags?
You say, I'm going to say this. I mean, everyone says the system has failed us. System has failed us. You know what?
Sure.
You say that you can. I mean, I agree. Half of it's true. I definitely think the system has failed us, but I also think it's also the parents. It's also the family. It's, it's themselves. It's like it's the people that are making the bad decisions and are just like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
But it's a given though. Like, but this excuse we keep hearing. Oh,
There's
this
people-
happened. There's no evidence of this being true.
There's
So we're
people
gonna
that like will try to
let it
make
happen.
up for their mistakes, but
Right.
if you're consciously doing this on a day-to-day basis and you don't give a fuck who you endanger, including yourself, that's on you.
Dude, I don't know. I get so cynical, I guess, as I get older, but like as time goes on, people know what they're doing. And regardless of what happened here, the politicians that allow crime to happen, they know what they're doing. And we can blame everybody and their brother until the cows come home. But at the end of the day, man, it's literally, again, like I said about the FBI with the Georgia shooting, it's literally the same thing we've been doing.
People that are not recognizing the issue.
No, they're recognizing the issue, but not taking proactive
well, not taking action.
Precautions.
Yeah, they're not taking action.
They're not. They sit there and say, well, there's nothing we can do. There's no evidence that this is going to happen, blah, blah, blah. This incident here, it should have been a fucking cut and dry case. Dude had an illegal gun, which is a felony, shoots it in the middle of public. Why is he out in public a few months after the fact, speeding down a road with his 6-year-old nephew, and then he does this shit? And now he's dead. It's just, dude, what the fuck?
It's a waste of life,
Yeah.
honestly. He did it onto himself. It's
but that's not the point. Like, yes, he did. And I agree wholeheartedly. But why is the criminal justice system allowing this to just keep going on with the same people? You could literally beat your wife tonight.
Beats the fuck out of me, man.
You can literally beat your wife tonight and be out to go home again to do it tomorrow. It makes no sense.
Dude, I work for the government system, and even I don't fucking understand half the shit. Like, it's just like, people will always find loopholes. People will always find shit to, like, you know, oh, well, I will never do this, and blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. There's people that know how to get away with shit. It's just like, oh, well, yeah, because they found a loophole and shit. It's like, that's on you. Like, it's how the system works, and it's like, it's a fucked up system, but we need to do something to change it.
Nothing gets done.
Exactly. And it's like,
you can vote. You can vote all you want.
Nothing's gonna get done.
Cry. You can go on social media and type with your little fingers on your phone all you want about how this is horrible.
But
we could be on this podcast week in and week out, Austin, saying all the stuff that we need to say in our opinions. But guess what?
Nothing's gonna happen.
Nothing's gonna change.
Nothing's gonna happen until something does happen. It's just like,
well, things have happened, Austin, and that's just it. They can happen all day, every day. Guys get shot in the car because they drove off with an officer, school shootings, this, that, and the other. Kia's getting stolen. Nobody does a fucking thing. They just go, yeah, what's the big deal? Oh, well, let's blame this, or let's cause a little drama here.
yeah, but
nothing gets done.
People will always blame inanimate objects, but will never blame themselves.
Yeah. In this case, it's really just a matter of why the fuck was the guy out in public still after he got charged with an illegal weapon being discharged in the middle of public?
Right.
I don't get it. But what do I know, Austin? I'm just some dumb fuck behind a microphone. I don't know anything about it. I don't know any more than the camera that's filming us right now.
Same.
You know? What do I know?
Hey, I can say the same thing about me, man.
Politicians must be doing something right. You know, they have it under control, Austin. Don't worry.
Geniuses,
about it.
Man.
They're geniuses. They hold a position of power. You know, they know more than we do. That's why everything's going the way it's going.
Divide and conquer, man. Divide and conquer.
Everything's running smoothly.
Oh, it's my stepmom.
Mama Dash is on here.
That's my stepmom,
Oh,
actually.
That's your stepmom? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, hello.
Hello.
Stepmama Dash. But look, dude, I just, when I see this, like, I see this video, and I think to myself, in that moment, I don't think I would ever even dream of just revving the engine and just full-blown gunning
with a fucking cop hanging on the door. Nah.
Regardless, with a kid in the fucking car.
Nah.
It doesn't matter if the kid was in the car or not. I would not do this.
Nah.
But that's another element to it that I just don't get. And Evan Bogart says, my power is going in and out, so I'm calling it a night, my friends. Tomorrow is going to be fun, which, thank you for letting this, alluding this to the next, before we close and sign out topic. We are going to be guests on the Bogart podcast.
Woo!
Austin, are you ready for this?
Hell yeah. What time and what time, actually?
Well, tomorrow we'll be recording, I believe at 2 p.m., I think.
Oh, word. Okay.
So we are going to be official guests on the Bogart podcast, and I think Justin is going to be there, and Evan himself.
Oh,
Evan's,
that's going to be dope.
Evan's been on
fun.
Bogart himself has been on this podcast. Last time he was on this show was when we did the Power Hour where I got blitzed, and I don't even know how I signed off. And that was the Keister Extravaganza almost 2 years ago, like a year and a half ago already.
That was funny.
But we're going to be on that show, and it's going to be fun. We're ready, right? We're ready. But I don't think Evan and Justin are gonna be ready.
Nah,
I don't think they're going to be ready to see what the TME crew has to bring to them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're ready.
I don't think they are.
Like tonight's one of our serious nights, but you go back to other episodes and you'll see how wild we can get on this show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, when we got shocked.
Yes.
Honestly, it felt like a bee sting.
Your stepmom says I have been on in a while. I had Dad on as well.
Oh,
she says, "Great job, guys.
Aw,
We're doing the best we can."
You. I'm glad. So yeah, my dad. I didn't know my dad was watching the show too. Hi,
at
Dad.
that.
Hello, Father. But yeah, nah, he's cool. Yeah, he's the reason why I'm into the. He's the reason why I'm into the shit that I'm into right now: music, video games, all that shit, anime. That's
You name it, it's a reason, right?
Yep.
Evan says, "Oh, it's gonna be wild. Oh, it is gonna be wild. I'm fucking stoked for this."
I'm super excited too. I'm excited.
Um,
It's gonna be a fun time.
I know we're doing the best we can with the skeleton crew tonight. Again, we just mentioned earlier in the night before we started off these discussions that Jerry Motions is at work and Andrea unfortunately is sick, but she was on in the chat, so this is always nice. But Austin, I think I mentioned this in the group chat. I mean, we typically have about 5 or 6 people on the crew. We're down to 4. It's me, you, Austin,
Andrea.
me, you, Andrea, and Jerry. And I've been kind of wondering if we should add another element to the show.
I wouldn't mind another element to the show.
Another co-host.
I like how my stepmom says he's a big kid. Yeah, he is.
Yes.
My dad, he's a big kid at heart, and yeah, I think that's where I inherit some of that shit is from him.
That's awesome.
But no, I'm excited to see Bogart and his crew members, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm nervous, but I'm also gonna be. It's exciting.
Yeah, dude. I was a guest on Insensitive Culture about a year or 2 back now, and that was fun. That was awesome. Those guys are great. Hawk was on here with us this past year too. Joaquin.
Oh, Joaquin.
Yep.
Cool.
You know, Rochester podcast, man. You know,
Rochester podcast.
but it's always a good time to collaborate. I
Fuck
love
yeah.
it. I love the element.
Especially meeting new people. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I love meeting new people. And like, hey, if we get another person into the group, fuck yeah, let's go. Just as long as there's no drama, no fucking walking out, no like
Well, that's
drama.
Just it. We gotta,
I said, none of that shit. We're good.
I mean, look, dude, it's not hard to do this thing. Like, you know, obviously, you gotta have some type of ambition to do this. This is not for everyone. I'm not gonna sit here and say this is the easiest shit. It may look easy to the listeners. Oh, you just sit down there with the microphone and the camera's on and you just talk. No, there's a lot that goes into this, dude. And every podcaster that's out there will let you know. They will tell you. And Bogart will tell you, this is not an easy task. Jukebox Ginger, another awesome podcaster, will tell you, this is work.
Oh, yeah.
You know, granted, yeah, it's fun. We can talk all day until the cows come home, but hey, guess what? It's work.
You need to like amp it up. You need to get people into it. You got to get people like, you got to grasp the audience too. It's like, you got to get them watching, like saying, why is our podcast very unique and different? And why do we do the thing that we do? It's, well, yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong. You and I love shooting the shit with you, man. And it's like, but it's like, I know we have like topics and shit like that. And when we get down to topics, I'm like, fuck yeah. All right, let's go. Let's talk about this.
Yeah. And like, we need shows like tonight where we get into these topics.
Fuck yeah.
Then there's other nights where we laugh our asses off, crack jokes left and right, and call establishments around the country and do prank phone calls. Because that's what we do.
That's funny.
But that's the thing. Like I tell people all the time, there's so much more than the episode you watch. Don't just judge it based off of one episode.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
We could be off the wall one episode, and the next we could be totally grounded and talk about all kinds of serious shit like tonight. And guess what? It's needed. Sometimes you need a laugh. Other times you need to think about the things that are happening. And tonight was one of those nights. You just need to think about the world and the situations we're living in. It's wild, you know? But I digress. Anyways, we're going to sign off here in just a moment. I just want to clarify some things, though. You know, yeah, we might be a skeleton crew tonight, but yeah, we are maybe in the market for another face to run the place. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Another co-host. So
I'm excited. I'm excited to meet them.
If you live in Rochester, New York, and the surrounding area, and you're able to come here and whatnot, just slide into our DMs, and we can talk about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can discuss it. And if
there's a topic you want to talk about, like,
well, no, I mean, if you're the right fit to be the next co-host,
to
be on the TME crew, to be on the team, if you're the right fit, and we all agree upon the things and all that stuff, then let's make it happen.
Yeah, we want to have good chemistry. That's the one thing I want.
huge.
It's just good chemistry, no drama, no walking out, no drama, no like, hey, we got shit going on in our listen, we all got shit going on.
And look, Jerry's getting more hours. I don't give him shit, right? No. I don't give the guy shit because he's working.
I'm fucking happy for him. Dude, he's getting more hours. Right. Good for the fucking man. He deserves those hours.
Andrea's sick, and we want collectively all her for to get better and all that stuff. Like, dude, I don't give anyone shit for like valid reasons.
Yeah.
It's when people start getting fucking weird on me and the rest of the crew. Like, they start making just weird excuses. Like, I don't know, dude. It gets to a point where I don't think it really kicked in until Harrison came along, where I'm like, dude, you're working all these hours. You have a kid, you have a family, and you have people that are telling you they're tired. And you're like, wait a minute, you're tired doing what? Because, like, yeah, I could say that too. I could make that excuse, the same exact excuse, and I could sit there and say that, but I don't. I still fucking do this show. As a matter of fact, I'm the one that sets up everything and gets everything fucking coordinated and all that shit to make it happen.
There are days where I'm tired, but I'd say, fuck yeah, I'm gonna come here and
you
chill.
Yeah, dude, you fucking come, you show up, you fucking put your boots to the ground, you're here.
Yeah.
You've been at it for a long time now too, so and what happened with Justin Dingle, that whole thing there, it's really more or less just he's got to focus on himself.
He does.
And I'm not going to give him shit for that either. And look, I have, people ask down the line, is he going to come back? I don't know. I'm not going to say never because, never say never. But I will say this. You should be in a headspace that makes sense.
You want to be in the podcast too.
Yeah, you gotta have to want it. It's not for everyone. I know that.
Like, if you're going through some shit, I get it. Like, if you need to work on yourself, totally get it.
Dude,
but like,
I'm pretty lenient, I think.
Yeah,
when it comes to this things. But there's also a time where I'm like, okay, dude, what's really going on?
Yeah, what's going? Yeah,
you know what I mean? There's a point where I'm like, okay, are you really in this, or are you not in this? Like, you need to be about it.
Exactly.
And so this is an opening for not just. I want everyone to be understanding of this. I want to make this clear. This position, this co-host position, could be a male or a female aspect. And we
do not give a fuck.
No, we want to make sure that you're comfortable with us and we're comfortable with you, and you want to be a part of this. And look, dude, we have guests on, right? And I know it's been a concern of past co-hosts in the past, like, well, where am I going to sit or what microphone I'm going to use? Listen, this is why I think it's a good idea to build the crew because of nights like tonight. We have two people that weren't able to make it because life happens, and then we'd also have the person, hey, we're able to have you in, like, it doesn't matter. We'll make space, we'll make room, we'll make it happen.
Yeah. And even though we got like 4 microphones, we might have to add another microphone, but like, hey,
we'll fix it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we get everything fucking done. You kidding me?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. And it is what it is with the past. I'm not here for the past. We're here for the now and the future. And we're going to keep building this thing.
Amen.
Kimberly says, miss you guys. Have a great night. You too. Justin Lee says, much love, M-Balm crew. Absolutely. We love you too, man. And Stepmama Dash says, I love the live aspect and raw thoughts. Well, that's what.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Partially, it's wholeheartedly why we do this thing live. Because, look, if you record it, there's a lot of people that do record it. They post edit. There's a lot of things that they don't add and whatnot. I like the live aspect because we're basically a raw radio show on steroids.
We're just being us.
And exactly.
Literally.
And we get to interact with you, the people that listen and watch live. So that's the best aspect of it. That's why we have phone lines. That's why we have the chats. It's a good aspect.
It is, yeah.
But it's just a couple closing thoughts.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I mean, is there anything else you need to say before we sign off?
just remember to set boundaries for yourself.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, like no, I've had some issues with girls, and even I have had like issues with myself with like setting those boundaries, and I have to put my foot down in certain areas. But just remember to set boundaries for yourself.
Yeah.
And just like, you know, learn to love yourself and just work on yourself. You know, it doesn't matter what you're going through. Just make sure you're doing something for yourself.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't care if you're like, because I'm dealing with some issues with like the dating scene and all that stuff. And I've had friends that have encouraged me to be an asshole. And I've had friends.
I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I'm an asshole.
Spooky
Yo. Yeah, but no, but it's like, I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to be an asshole. It's like, you know what? I'm going to be me. If a girl doesn't want to see my way, then you know what? They can fuck off because I ain't going to deal. I'm not going to waste my time on a girl that doesn't look at me like I'm good enough. Like, fuck you, man. Like, I ain't dealing with that shit.
Life's too short to fuck around with anybody.
Exactly, and it's like I love me. I like me for who I am.
Me.
You know,
me.
But you know,
Julia Roberts.
Yes, I put a smile on people's faces. I do my best. So it's
You put a smile on faces. You lather their penises up with peanut butter. All the above. My closing comments is this: do not speed off with an officer on your door in your car with a 6-year-old next to you. Don't shoot schools. And don't be a fucking cock blocker.
Exactly.
And don't be an ass.
Yes, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
So, you know, it's not hard to shake hands, kiss babies, and be a nice person, right?
Don't be a dick. Listen, the Bible was made. There's 1,000 fucking metaphors not to be a dick.
Yeah, they say it literally in there. But yeah. Well, anyways, if you haven't already, go check out our Facebook page, like, share, and follow. And don't forget, you can go to our YouTube channel. This is the best way to get a hold of us. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell for all the notifications. So that way you know we go live. Yeah, that's the best way to go about it.
We'll do it fucking live,
do it
bitch.
Live. That's right.
We'll do it fucking live.
As for next weekend, I believe we're going to be on live next weekend. So
yes,
be prepared for that.
Ooh, and next Sunday I'll have my get my shit shaded in, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, you're gonna have fun with that.
Fuck yeah,
ready
dude.
for that?
Hell yeah, dude.
Ready for the pain?
I've
been ready. I've been born ready.
This took 2.5 fucking hours. I could do another 2.5.
Oh yeah. Well, don't be breaking the habit like Linkin Park, but don't become a Scientologist either. That's what I forgot.
Oh.
Yeah. And don't support Danny Masterson. Rapist.
You gotta cover all the bases.
Cover all the bases. But anyways, we will be back live next Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern time on September 14th.
We'll also be live tomorrow on.
No, we're not gonna be live.
Oh,
we're recording that one. We're gonna be recording. We're gonna be a guest on there. So.
I totally forgot.
Check that out when that comes out.
Yes, please check that out, though.
We'll promote that and all that stuff. We'll post it.
Let's go.
But anyways, we will be back live next week. Have a great rest of your week. This is the M-Balm Effect. I'm M-Balm.
We love you guys.
He's Austin. So
I'm Austin Dash.
Yeah.
Sorry to Dash, but I'll be back in a flash. I'm still working on that shit. Fuck. God damn it.
It's okay. We love you.
Hey, we love you too.
All right. This is the M-Balm Effect. Bye.
Bye.
Well, there goes the neighborhood. It's a good thing no one got seriously hurt.
Oh my God!
Whoops. Spoke too soon. Don't get too wrecked. See you on the next one.
The M-Balm Effect.